Hello? Hello? Testing? Can you guys hear me, bro? Did I just stream for 25 minutes to nobody? Hello? Can somebody confirm that I am live? Hello? Hello? Testing? But how? Okay, I'm live right now. Was I live for the past 25 minutes? Just, right? You see how it says live 25 minutes? Please don't tell me I just streamed to nobody. You have no idea how... I clicked... I went through so much fucking news. I had a... I can't... I look at the live button. Look, 25 minutes live. I went through all the news. There was no chat, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just run it anyway. No, big balls. I just gotta run it. God fucking damn it. Okay, listen. What am I gonna do? I think we have to real quick just run it back. Hold on. I pre-watched everything. None of these are gonna be genuine reactions. We had Prevail and Pandora by Kenji. Oh fuck. There was no new records, but there was a change in the KSF record ranking system. Yep, no new records. Okay, we got this. What else we got? What else did I look at? We looked at a Russian. Hold on, I'm saving it. Real quick. Boom. Alright, take two. Take two. Listen. Kenji fucking killed it. It got 2 records on 2 new maps. The first is Prevail by Iron Style, newish map. The next up one was Pandora. Just came out in the mapping competition. Looks incredibly cool. If you look at the interior of all the ramps, he made custom models to put inside. Unfortunately, these are not super competitive maps, but they look really, really good. Kenji is definitely... Like, I always think to myself, what could these surfers do if they came to KSF? But at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter, does it? Very tight. This is a max fill map, very much based on cuts. He goes here. Oh, this is where you have to go up and then in the hole, right? Oh, that was tight. This was a cool route. Make a video about crouching. I don't understand crouching. It's a very cool map. Excuse me. And he does it. And skip. Boom. How much was the minus? 0.25. Not bad, not bad. I'll always love Andromeda's maps. Andromeda. Here, we can look. Oh, no. I'm looking in the wrong place. I can do Pandora. Yeah. Stop. No. Surf. Pandora. Game banana. Boom. Boom. This was made by Sonia and Ronan. Sonia, that's right. And then, did Sonia also make Disaster? Video about crouching would be great. Crouching's not going to make you a better surfer. I'm sorry. It doesn't. Just don't. The answer to when to crouch is don't crouch. It feels so bad. It's different in B-Hop. In B-Hop, crouching is huge. Sony's a B-Hop mapper. True. Yo, you know who really liked this map? Yeah, this is a really cool map. I remember K-Dubs was running this. This map looks insane. I really like this style. Sort of celestial outer space. And somehow each of the B-Hops have a skybox texture in them. Oh, it's so cool. I literally surf crouching all the time. It depends on what game you're in. In certain games, crouching bad. Crouching very bad. Overall, I am very sorry for being late. I swear to God, I just streamed to myself for 20 minutes. It feels bad. We have one more reactance to do. If anybody speaks Russian and can tell me what the fuck is going on. First of all, there's a guy who claims to be the B-Hop community. I think this is just like a little meme. You know what I'm saying? CSGO, and you crouch all the time. Does anyone know how I can make a private server so that it's connected to Surf Heaven ranks? I don't think they're going to let you do that. But I can say that Surf Heaven servers are pretty cheap. And hey, if you get VIP and you come to like Surf Heaven, I think there's a lot. We can take a look. There's a lot of, they have 12 different servers. But none of them are open right now. Oh shit, Surf Heaven is packed, bro. They get some players. Mad Hunter, what are you doing? Mad Hunter. I'm gonna put you in a timeout. Or do I add him as a moderator? First of all, let me pin your message just so that you feel like satisfied that you said it enough times. There you go, you got pinned. What are some good CSGO Surf servers? Surf Heaven is great, GFL is great. Clarity, you won't? Yeah, mod, I reckon. Yeah. Make him a mod. I have good mods already. We're chilling. I have great mods. Can anybody tell me what the fuck this Russian guy is saying? Cause he surfed. 2.26k views? 2.2k views. No server is. He did a little bit of surfing. I just can't understand him, bro.
1000 ну в этом году, друзья, 100%.
There's so many good Russian surfers and streamers, and I just... Horizon isn't good anymore, unfortunately. I don't think Horizon is... You can translate for me?
Не, ну если без шуток, то постараюсь как можно быстрее. Блядь, теперь после Нового года денег заработать
He
надо.
looks good, he's got a good fit.
Поэтому
As you can tell, I'm wearing a hat today, because if I didn't, I would literally get banned off of YouTube. So, we're gonna keep the hat on.
Неужели другая одежда? А это я специально для вас нарядился, ребята. Чекайте, что мне Саша подарил.
Captions auto-translate. Oh, true. Let's see. That's pretty helpful. Hold on. Auto-translate?
Оба.
To
No work, just
English.
beer. Типа пиво.
But does he have copyright music playing in the background? Okay, thank God.
Так, поэтому я конечно, ни на что не намекаю. Ну, я бы на стриме остался, конечно, посидел. Ну, готовиться, понимаешь, если экзамену скоро, все, готовиться уже не надо. Все, что знаешь, уже у тебя в голове.
He's saying way more words than there are captions, bro. We are losing information. But he did surf.
У меня просто падает камера.
On a map I've never seen before. I misclick. Easy clap. Hey, new people surfing and making content about it. How could that be bad? Ooh, someone donated on Horizon. What did they do? I think that they just haven't... Ooh, Imperfect Gamer server. No, I haven't. I think Horizon just lost player base. Why did you offend Beetle? What did I do to offend Beetle? Spent an hour on Elysium final stage and couldn't believe... Oh, man. That's going to be your first tier 5. And I did watch Forest Surf. I saw him beat those 2 maps. He's getting really good. Elysium last stage, it's the last flick, right? It's the flick where you do the 180. You get to get onto that ramp, and then it's kind of like a unit check. You said 30-year-olds wear hats? It's not because he's 30, it's because he's balding. One day I'll be balding soon. I can already sort of tell. Do you see like the edges of the hairline? I can already sort of tell I'm going to start losing hair soon. My uncle was a balder. Dizzy does not surf, but that's okay. He did his job. Dizzy did more for the surf community than I ever have. Honestly, by getting XQC to play it, that was insanity. If he never surfs again, he's still like top 10 surf content creators ever. Aware. Troll despair. How do you even find the servers you named? Oh, okay, so the server browser sucks, unfortunately. Sometimes things do not show up. For example, if I come here, it's kind of slow. The way that you find servers, like the most obvious way, is just to sort by maps, go down to S. And look, right? These are all private servers, granted. There's a lot of places. If you go to CSGO, it's going to be the exact same thing here. You're going to have a lot. Remember that if a server has 0, you can join, nominate the map you want, and switch it. That's exactly where you fail. The very end. It's easy for a tier 5, but tier 5s are hard for humanity. Okay, Surf is a hard game. If you're stuck on tier 5 or tier 4, whatever it is, that's good because you're at the. Thank you so far. You're at the edge of your level of play, right? Yeah, you can go into his filters too. So this is what I recommended to some people. It's kind of scuffed on CSS. We can go to CSGO and do it real quick, but maybe I don't. You know what I'm saying? You go to CSGO, you type in surf underscore in the map section, and it'll pull it up. I can find servers, but never the popular ones with top tier players that play on them. That doesn't exist. The top players play on servers like by themselves because they need to play this one specific map that maybe other people are not playing. You only started surfing a week ago back in the day, but just a couple tier 1s. That's where you gotta start. That's where you gotta start, my dude. Stonework 4. Make sure that you're using save lock if it's a really difficult stage. Before you get on to Stonework 4 next time, go to stage 7, I believe, and just keep save locking it and practicing it until you can beat it, and then go play the map. That way you don't waste a bunch of time. I've already made the same mistake with Goliath twice. There is private servers with top players. Map runs very long. Yeah. You thought every pro played on KSF all day? They do, but they play on Counter-Strike Source. So if you're looking for KSF on CSGO, you're going to find they're very small CSGO servers. The KSFers play on Counter-Strike Source, which is $10. You don't have to spend $10. You can play on CSGO. And then whenever you're like really good, and you're like, hey, I want to play KSF, you buy Counter-Strike Source. How do you bind save lock? There are 2 commands. I'm going to put them in chat, okay, buddy? I got you right here. SM save lock. Peace out, Nate. SM save lock and SM load lock. In Counter-Strike, go. And in Counter-Strike Source, that second command is going to be SM tele. Is it bad to pay 100? It's not bad. It's not bad. But you're going to reach a limit where like you can beat everything, and then you're going to want to go and just play 66 tick. Once things are easy for you on 100 tick, it's time to switch down. Boys. We got to get into the right mood because we are about to start Surf Goliath. We have struggled here many days in a row, which means we're going to start with a save lock as we should. As you should, we're going to start with a save lock. But if we can't get it done today, I'm going to give it 2 rotations max. If we can't get it done in 2 rotations, it's over. Which means right now we got to go all in. Let me know if the music could maybe be a little bit louder for y'all. I'm going to put it like to there. Yeah. Wow, it seems really low. Why don't I do this? Today is the day. Hopefully, man. I have played on Church of Cetacean. I like that server for high tiers. It's just, good luck, man. I really hope so. The thing about, if you're on 85 tick and then you end up playing a unit map, what's your KSF rank? I should be 133, but I may have gone down. Yeah, I'm 133. I want to be top 100, but I think it's more important just to get better, and I think completing tier 7 maps is a good way to do that. Your third leg is acting up. Yo. Aware. Are we ready to go, boys? I think we're going to skip stage 1. We're going to start right off with a stage 2 save lock. And then save lock all the way through and get a run started. You're playing 85 tick because I play on Go. 64 is too hard. It's a server plugin. And on Counter-Strike Source, it's in Surf Timer. You do /surf timer and go to center speed. But on CSGO, it might be SM center speed like this in console. So check both of those out and tell me what happens, my dude. Let's go. If you don't know what this is, Goliath is a tier 7 map, as per the thumbnail. Fuck. It was the first vape hit of the day. I made it for a little while. No, you're good. Don't worry about it. Just do HUD and CSGO. Ah, exclamation point HUD. Some people will know a lot more about CSGO servers than I will because I have mostly played CSS. Fuck. Alright. save lock has started. Where can I put this? Where do I put my vape? Maybe our units are kind of bad, but we should do it anyway. We should do it with bad units. This is horrible units, but if we can complete with this, we'll be able to complete and run very easily. We'll moon. Maybe we won't. We'll cut it extremely close for some reason. These are really bad units. I've noticed that my double run did not show up for you when you're looking for my YouTube videos. No, it did. It did. And we watched a tiny little bit of it. But it didn't show up in CSGO Surf. Make sure it's in your tags. Make sure CSGO Surf is in your tags. And that will affect views too. I should make a little, like, not even a video. Maybe I should just make a little document about how to SEO all your surf videos for a search. It's just that Taiki, that matters. It, unfortunately, that search term stuff, it doesn't matter a whole lot. Everything matters for discoverability. You don't want to minimize anything. But really what matters is average view duration. And your run was pretty sexy, so it could get views. It's so hard for, like, runs without a voiceover or context to get views. Yep, that's exactly it. Then you turn as soon as possible. Barely avoid the head check, please. Get right here. Very small flick. We're a little bit high here. We want to go as horizontal as possible. Get onto this ramp, and then flick up. This doesn't make, but we're doing all right. We're doing all right. You never played something different than 64 tick. And then when you go to 66 tick, it'll feel slightly easier, which is nice. You played CSGO 0.8 with turbines and full mouse pad and you didn't feel good on it. I play 0.6 800 DPI, but I have a quite big mouse pad. Anything under 64 tick, if you're surfing under 64 tick, you've got balls of steel. That's KZA level testosterone. You don't have to do that. And it has limited applicability to regular surf, because at that point the physics start working differently. But it does make for a cool little challenge. That's what KZA was doing. Oh, come on! What the fuck? Spin me. This is the hardest part of this stage. It's just, once you've already made this first head check, it's getting around here without hitting your face on that wall and then flicking correctly. So that's a bad flick. That's okay though. We didn't have too much trouble on stage 2. Stage 2 is my kind of stage. It was stage 4 that was just so tight unit wise. Stage 3 easily clapped. We're gonna save lock right through this. The actual goat of good morning, good to see ya. I wish I could pronounce your name, Zivillage, but hey, I didn't do too bad, did I? Lemon's about to get world record. Lemon has been getting very good very quickly. Surf on 5 tick, please don't. I do remember I know doing that though. How you doing, Daniel? Your mousepad is desk wide? Well, what kind of uncomfortability are you experiencing? Is it really hard for you? Is it like to make long turns? I remember somebody was just asking about that in the Reddit. Somebody posted a question about that in the subreddit for Skill Surf, which has been surprisingly active in the past couple weeks. And the answer to that is that preparation of where your mouse needs to be is part of the battle. It's understanding, like, if you just save lock it, unfortunately you won't know where your mouse will be in the actual run, and you might have different muscle memory for that. But that's what practice is for. You have to sort of make your save locks either longer between, or just don't save lock at all after you've learned the stage, and just practice it regularly. I definitely will do that. That's important. Good. Head surf. Very shallow. Dog shit. Flick up here. 180. High. Drop off. Constant turn too early. Dropped off a little bit later there, but they had to spin faster. The slower you spin there, the less units you will lose. Ooh, and now we got nice units. Look at that. We would love to have this in run, but this is the entire stage is this flick right here. Hit your head, you fall too quickly and you don't make it to the ramp. Just gotta get good at that one flick. Shouldn't you gain a little more speed when turning downwards, or is it a higher tick? It depends on what you mean by turning downwards. Most people don't try pronouncing your name. Does ping matter when surfing? Only if that map has b-hops or landmark teleports. So if the map is like magically teleporting you, in order to, like, if we're about to reach the end of the map here, it might teleport us to a different part of the map so that we can continue the stage or map. That's bad. But otherwise, lag actually doesn't matter that much. When you connect to US servers, you get 140 ping. If you're playing from Asia, there are Asian servers. It's Ghost Cap. You can play on Ghost Cap servers. You prefer YouTube streams? Oh. No, I'm never going back to Twitch. I'm gonna sacrifice the primes. I think Twitch is just such a bad platform. And I do use turn binds a lot. Making a turn while flying with momentum down. No, your turns shouldn't kill your downward momentum, but they will. Wait. Maybe there's gonna be an example that comes up of what you mean. The reason why you can't turn too quickly when you have a lot of units is because of air acceleration, which basically says you can't turn, like, if you can't, like, you're going fast and then jut to the right, it'll kill your speed. That's all that really means. Shouldn't you gain a little more speed when turning downwards? Dude, I can't serve because I'm getting packet loss. What? Is it, if it's all servers, that sucks. Then that's where you want momentum mod or offline surfing. Momentum mod, there's gonna be no lag regardless of your internet. And I mean, obviously it will run on anything because it's just like Counter-Strike Sword stripped down. That sucks though. You can contact your ISP and see if they'll give you a new router. That's what I did. My Wi-Fi was pretty bad. We upgraded the Wi-Fi like $20. It was like 0 and then we upgraded it to 20. Bing chillin'. Had very little problems after that. Once I finally sorted it. Okay, this is decent. We flick up, leave a little earlier. That was advice given. We can turn early, hit this ramp going down. This is pretty bad. So we want more units than this. We want like 2830. Hit the very top corner. 3400. We'll try to complete with these units. These are pretty abysmal, but it can be done. We need to get all of our units from height here. Damn, I'm gonna say this is probably the worst fucking units you could possibly have to complete. Nah, this won't even finish. Yeah, it's too short. Okay, let's go back to like here. What's my mouse pad? I use the HyperX. HyperX. I'm gonna make a whole video on mouse pad soon so that you know which one is right for you. And I'm gonna have very cheap options for you to buy, and maybe playing it without a mouse pad at all is possible. Oh, you have momentum mod. They try to get you to play defrag. That sounds creepy as fuck. I hope that all the defrag players aren't creepy like that. Any possibility of a Levi interview? No. Levi, you save the best for last. I'm gonna go to Australia. I'm gonna go to Korea and interview Sinsa. I'm gonna track down Travelcopter and ambush him at his house. Ego, I have played on Ego a little bit though. You can go to save lock from before. Didn't know that. With SM. Hopefully you can see it in the lower right. SM teleprev, tele and then prev, and SM tele next. Those are huge. IRL sense of the interview would be awkward. Yeah, the Levi thing is that I really would want to be like on point for that. It would take a lot of preparation. He's not the most outgoing. I think he likes to keep his life very private, as do a lot of surfers. But at the end of the day, Levi's just a chill dude who cares a lot about surf. or is got very good at it. Seems like he doesn't have to care at all. He just was godly. You know? I'm hoping to find some interesting... One of the people I would love to do next for a player profile would be Beetle. I would love to do Beetle for a next one. I feel like that's one I'm prepared to do, and that would set me up really nicely for the Utopia world record history video that I've been meaning to make. But in between that, I'm hoping to make some more funnish, open-ended videos. Boom. Come on. This is goated units right here. Like that. We really got to convert all of our units from height. This is so hard, man. Interview with Sinky is not happening. Is there a video about how to set up optimal settings for CSGO Surf? Well, it depends on... Henry Ford is definitely not getting an interview. It depends on what you mean, my friend. If you mean game settings, I'm pretty sure there's not a video. But if you mean server settings for like offline, there are tons of videos on how to set up an offline server. Air accelerate 150 and accelerate 10 are basically the two commands that are most important. But settings, whatever is going to let you get to 400 FPS, you set your FPS to 400 max in the console, and then you're chilling. You don't need many other settings than that. Just, you know, slow your mouse rate. Don't have like mouse acceleration or something goofy on. Is that too bad? That's really too bad. Damn, boys. Not feeling super confident here. I gotta figure out a way to get this consistent. Interviewing Sinky is gonna get me canceled, bro. Wish we could see a hand cam in the future, but interesting to see when you use turbines. Well, what I can do is set up a little key thing in the lower right here, with the last little bit of space I have on the right side of my screen. Sinky was very toxic, yes. I don't think he's toxic anymore. I think right now Sinky's very chill and just doesn't bother people. Like, he's an adult. A mousepad video where I'm going to do Amazon affiliate links and finally get rich. Or maybe not. It's going to be a video about buying the right mousepad. There's a very cheap mousepad that everybody uses, the World Map mousepad. I've got that. I just bought that. I'm going to go through each of them, talk about why certain mousepads would be good or bad for surf, and then just tell you, you know, basically I surfed without a mousepad for a while. So did a mill. You don't necessarily need a mouse pad. You need mouse space. You don't need to spend an exuberant amount of money on a mouse either. Like, the whole point is just you need that space to be able to make full turns at a low sensitivity. Like here, I'll tell you when I use turn binds. I'm not. Now I'm using turn binds. Now the turn bind goes off when I hit that ramp. Turn bind right here so that I can maintain my mouse in a comfortable position to hit this board and flick. He dropped some end bombs on lithium. All right, listen. Don't come to me. I'm a snitch. I am a snitch. Don't tell me anything. Do you have any surf tournaments? No. You like those videos? YouTube didn't like those videos. The most exciting thing going on every single week right now is Surf Heaven Mayhem. It is exactly like it is literally the Fall Guys tournament turned into an actual server-side program. Definitely go check that out. If you're interested in joining in that event when it happens, just got to join in the Surf Heaven Discord server, and you'll get alerted as soon as it happens. What the fuck happened to my units? Is this too bad? Fuck. We gotta really figure this out. I lost some KSF history. Yeah, I lost it between 2017 and 2020. Do you have any knowledge on to? You played it on a piece of plywood, and I'm on metal now. Use 12 when you saved up for a desk. As long as it's big enough, then yeah, then you need to buy a big mouse pad. If you're on a surface that your mouse can't just sit on. Fuck, that was good. As long as you're comfortable, you're not over gripping your mouse. You're not like, there's not like a piss stain on your mouse pad that makes it inconsistent. You're chilling. Momentum mod, I don't have any knowledge that's not already publicly available on it, unfortunately. It's not going to release anytime soon, boys. They need time. This is decent units. This can be done. Light flick up. 2720 is okay. We should have continued to strafe throughout that entire thing. 3400, flick up high. Yes! Alright, boys. I'm already can tell I'm going to be dog shit for this first rotation. But we got to get it done. We're about to start a full 60-minute rotation on Goliath. The tier 7. Wear your hat backwards. I'm going to do even worse. Isn't that just horrible? A 45-degree turn and I instantly turn into a douchebag. It is going to be a game changer, I agree. Are there any tournaments like Trackmania that are first to complete rather than fastest competition in X minutes? No, yeah, that's the, we did that competition on stream a while back, and then Surf Heaven turned that into Surf Mayhem, where it's first to complete. And it's very, very cool. Boys, we got to get this done. As soon as we beat stage 1, first of all, unfortunately, I have to switch the map, I think. Is anybody already surfing? Alright, this person's doing B4 and Lemon is save locking. Yo, can I reset map for the rotation? Real quick. And he knows how to save his save locks. Why do you not like Twitch? So, Twitch is what we call a kingmaker system. I have competed in Mayhem and I have not made it past round 3. I'm actually terrible at it. And I got really angry the last time I played it. Maybe like 2 times ago I got really angry. I was so bad at it. Twitch is a kingmaker system, which means that only people at the top of the directory are shown to new folks. Right? If you're a small Twitch streamer and you're just streaming to 0 viewers, you're never going to get any new discoverability. I like YouTube because people who have watched my YouTube videos automatically get shown the stream. And then some of y'all come in and ask questions and I get to tell you a little bit about the game. You learn a little bit. That's good. Twitch, the only way to grow on Twitch, unless you're a goated streamer and you just have a great personality, which is, you know, the entire object of the platform, is to grow on a different platform like YouTube. And that sucks. If you just want to be able to take that extra time you have in the week where you're not working on whatever content creation you do normally, like if it's YouTube or it's TikTok or it's Instagram, you can't just come on and stream. It will be wasted time. Whereas on YouTube, the impressions of my stream are at least shown to some new people, or people who have watched a YouTube video and will get more strongly engaged into my community. I have a good personality. Not like fucking like Aiden Ross. That's what I'm talking about. Like, in order to really get big on Twitch and make like a decent income and get a decent following, you do have to be a very particular type of person. To be very entertaining. And that's why I like YouTube. I like YouTube because it also fucking isn't like Twitch is losing money every year because of Twitch Prime and because of all the people streaming. It's like that company's gonna have a lot of trouble. Fuck. Those good units. Why surf in CSS rather than CSGO? 2 main reasons, but they're small. And there's reason to surf in CSGO and not CSS. CSS has a slightly smaller model size, which means that you can fit through gaps more easily, and it is on the original 66 tick settings, where CSGO can be on a bunch of different settings. Like 64 tick, which is rather close and sometimes impossible to tell the difference, or 85 tick and 100 tick, which are much easier and you can tell the difference pretty easily. But the major reason that like nobody says, but it's because CSS has KSF, right? KSF is that main server, and that's where I want to get my records and compare myself to other times. I want to be able to compare it to the most competitive server. Okay, let's not fail. Boom. Stage 1 done initially. That's nice. That feels good. All right, we're going to go into spec real quick. Boom. Twitch personalities aren't authentic, though, I feel like, but some of them are so goddamn entertaining. Some people are just naturally more charismatic. And charismatic, the interesting thing I heard about charisma is that charisma is like, it's not seeming cool, it's being engaged with the other person genuinely. It's like taking real care for the way that they think or what they care about. That's what people really find charismatic. But entertaining can also just be like being genuinely funny. Like, I'm gonna say something that you guys might disagree with. I think that I Show Speed as a 23-year-old man is genuinely funny. Like, I think they think that he just screams, but his comedic timing is so good. He's so fucking focused and aware when he's doing a bit. No one has ever interviewed me. I know, I want to go on a podcast and get interviewed at some point. I feel like I'm going to be good at interviews, but that's just because I know my shit and I have a very clear goal. Cassiv is also on CSGO. True. It's just very unpopulated. I play really well on 85 tick, but I don't understand how to not lose speed on 66 tick. The most important advice I have is learning how to board ramps correctly. When I come into this ramp, I can come two ways. I can come right here, and then I can slide down and lose every single unit of speed. Then what I might do is I might say, okay, I'm gonna board at the spine, right? I'm gonna board very close to the top of the ramp. That looks a little bit better, right? What's happening? Here, when I really gotta show this to you. When I come in like this, and I slam into the ramp, I am not properly converting my fall speed. So I want to catch it. I want to come so that if you were dropping a marble, so that it was very smoothly gliding along the top of the ramp, you might come in a little bit from the left and then turn into the ramp, then catch it and even out into whatever direction I want to go. One of the tips I have for this is boarding at the spine. Turn to the opposite side that you're going to board on, board at the spine, and then curve up like this. That's what your perfect board is supposed to look like. 99% of the time, I see people do this. They're catching and they're boarding, but I just boarded like literally halfway into the ramp. I just boarded like here. I want to board right here at the spine of the ramp every time. I Show Speed is born in 2005? You got recommended this randomly? I don't know, bro. YouTube just be like that. I get a lot of people who like surf in real life come to my stream, into my videos, and they're like, what the fuck is this? Get this out of my face. Is a weird looking tier 1? I wish it was tier 1, man. Of course. TF2 Jump, we're going to do a fucking events. We're going to talk to all the... Yeah. I really want to talk to Truck, who used to do Jump. I want to talk to H2, who does YouTube stuff on Rocket Jump. There's Fire Stabber. There's a lot of cool people. How do you pre-strafe? Oh, man. Beetle has a really good video on that. Bro has memorized Angle CS surf tutorials. Chill. It's cool you can break in this viewership from just surf. I think that it's because just good content is good content, and I try to provide value. Dr. Naj, I know who you are. Yeah, I remember you from CSS. I remember. We used to play a lot. I used to play with you on the same server, like before the YouTube thing ever was half decent. Okay, I'm wasting my own time for this, okay? So pay attention, class. Get your notebooks out. Beetle179 has the best video on pre-strafe. It's called Source Surfing Start Zones, okay? You watch this, it tells you everything you need to know about pre-strafing. Just know, pre-strafing, crouching, and all the other stuff matters way less. Yeah, I'm doing that, but still losing a lot. Then I would say, if you're still losing a lot, maybe then go and record your own gameplay and watch it, and then compare it to the bot and say, what is the bot doing differently? You're gonna have to learn for yourself to identify the techniques being used by others on these maps. For me, because I've surfed for so long, and like everybody else who has experience, we see a map and we already sort of get what the surf mapper was trying to get you to do. But at your point, you're gonna want to watch and see what other people are doing. You can also just go right into spectate and watch people in your lobby to pick up some stuff. What I'd love to do, if I could, is see your gameplay and then I could diagnose it for potential issues. And we tried to do that in the Discord. It didn't quite pick up the steam, unfortunately. But you can for sure like record a little bit of your gameplay, upload it to YouTube as an unlisted video, and then drop it in my Discord. And like, I swear to God, at least 2 people will come immediately and give you advice. All right, they might be snarky about it, but they'll get it done. If you're down for that, swear to God, it'll be chill. We gotta get this done. This is one of the hardest stages. I see all these good servers crouching all the time. No. Just don't worry about it. It's not that big of a difference. That's the thing. The biggest difference is gonna be your ramping. I know. We're all looking for that. I was looking for that too. What's the thing that's gonna give me the edge? What is it that I'm doing wrong? And it turns out really to be this simple understanding of the way that ramps work and what you should be doing to maximize your units. Not turning too quickly ever. Never turning too quickly. You're gonna lose all your goddamn units to air acceleration. I do play GFL. I love GFL. I'm affiliated with them right now. Yeah, momentum that it saves your replays. I have not played CS for more than 3 hours and I'm still getting entertained. Hey, if I could actually surf this map, you'd probably be more entertained. But this is one of the hardest maps that I have ever played. Is what we call a tier 7 map, given the title. And there are about like 9 of them. Our goal over the next couple months is to beat the vast majority of them. There is just one map called Surf Insane 2 that we are not going to beat because it is, I think, objectively one of the hardest maps ever made. It's a league above. But we're going to try to beat as many of the tier 7s as we can. After this, if I beat this today, we're going to have to decide what tier 7 I'm doing next. Because there are a lot of options. Oh, come on, man. This stage is really tough, but not the part that I'm on. We got to get past this part. Okay. Flick up here. I'm too low, so it won't make it to the ramp. That's okay. At least we made it there. Isn't there a command that shows keys? Oh yeah. Here. You guys can see it, right? But it's underneath the text. I have like I'll set it up next time. I have a key overlay that's really clear, and I'll put it in the bottom right. I am on a private server. Thank you, Jack Poop. Appreciate you. How you doing, Ejo? Good to see you. Sorry I missed that. What's the Discord channel? Oh, hold on. It's if you go to some of my past videos, you can find the link. If you go to like any video from about a month ago. You can't wait to stop paying for yours? Hell yes. How much are you paying? $20 a month? Well, my server might not always be free. I think GFL might be a little bit angry at me if I get people to stop buying privates. Okay, this is decent. Then we go here, barely flick off. As long as we make it in this hole, I'm gonna turn to the right and board this ramp, go very low, flick off the top. We went a little bit high and we didn't turn quickly enough. There, I crouched before I boarded the ramp and it killed my speed. $30. Keep up the great work and showing people who are interested in surf cool things. Man, that's why I started so long ago. I know that there were people that really wanted this type of content. I did too. There was a real void here and I'm glad to have filled it. Thank you so much for stopping by, my friend. Okay, this is good. Turn me, good board, flick up to the ceiling, still too low, won't make it to the ramp. What is GFL? Gamers for Life. It is the biggest surf server in North America, along with Sneaks and Ego. They have beginner servers, 85 tick servers, and they are almost always populated. If you're looking for people to meet in CSGO, who are on that journey to learn this beautiful game as well, it is a really good place to play. Surf Heaven is also very good if you're European, right? Because ping will matter. It'll matter every time that you are going to leave us. Every time you complete a stage, it will lag. Every time you hit a teleport, it will lag. So there's a point to playing on your native ping. There's also KZG for Australia. Okay. Good. Spinny. Fuck. It's so nice what you streamer there. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate you. Did the Discord link get shadow deleted? No, but I can copy paste it soon. Sneaks? Sneaks has some players nowadays, especially in the evening. You play on GFL and CS Source. I have heard about Cybershoke. Cybershoke is really cool. I am a big fan of Sigma, the streamer for Russia. He's really cool. I wish he spoke really good English, because then I would be collabing with him all the time. He speaks pretty good English for a non-native speaker, and I think he understands more than he can speak. But obviously a language barrier is just like, oh, it's such an L. It sucks. It sucks that there's not one language for everybody. Because he could provide so much value. He's a really good speaker. He's very intelligent. No, those were good units, man. Are most surfers US or EU? I think most surfers are EU. I could be wrong about that. But goddamn, at the low level of people who just like play surf occasionally, there are so many US players. There was like 200 people on last night. 250 people playing surf at one time. It was crazy. Just learn Russian? Dos fatanya. Is it worth switching from CSGO to surfing in Source? It depends on what you're trying to do. I would say no. I would say for right now, enjoy your time, make some friends. I was surprised. I joined Sneaks and they were like really grinding out a map. Like they were taking it very seriously. I think there's some really cool people to meet in CSGO right now. Once you're trying to get to that next level, you want to play tier 5, tier 6, and tier 7 maps in the way that they were meant to be played. You come to KSF, you get VIP for $7, you hop on the veteran and expert server whenever the map is on that you want to play or whatever it is, you just hop on when the game is on and you run it. You will gain a massive amount of knowledge and experience playing on this lower tick rate. Alternatively, just play Surf Heaven. You know, I'm gonna say if you're getting better at Surf Heaven and KSF are your two options. Probably said that 2 billion times. Sign language. Do I think I could beat this today? I think I'm eating shit right now. I gotta get it done. I'm just starting to move up to tier 4s. Good. Opinion on Surf 666? What's up, Raph? You started surfing 2 days ago, you still can't beat Surf Utopia, but your videos are so motivating. Let's go. Good luck, my friend. Utopia? It's a pretty damn hard one. If you can, you try Surf Leet, L-E-E-T. There's a video about it on my channel. There are a few maps that are easier than Surf Utopia that you can try as you build up, because Utopia is quite a long and complicated tier 1 linear. With all due respect, Leet, Air Control are both a little bit easier. Get to the ramp! That's fucking awesome, my friend. Ionia, good map. Hard to make friends? Hold on, you asked me about 666. It takes forever to find out routes. Watching the bot is one thing, but like you will not improve just trying to play the same map over and over. That's why it's nice to each map teaches you a lesson. That's why it's nice to complete lots of maps and then come back to get better times on those maps that you like. I think 666 is the perfect tier 6 map to start on. I don't think it's the easiest one by far. I think that the Steve, Mara, and Stonework 4 are all easier than 666, but you should play 666 first anyway, because it will prepare you for the rest of the tier and really teach you some valuable lessons. Even just about like how much you really need to flick to make large gaps. You have to flick a lot less than you think. Think about this head check I have to make, right? If I go just a little bit too high in that head check, I will fall faster than I want to and I won't make the ramp. So I only have to flick a little bit. And what's important is keeping a lot of horizontal over the height that I gain from the flick. Same thing here, right? Please. Okay. This is good. Slow flick. We're a little bit low. That was bad. Oh, damn, we have to get past the stage, man. First tier 4 was yesterday? Who knows, too. Let's go. Goated map. You were able to beat 666 and Stonework 4 on the first day? Holy shit. That's crazy. It took me 10 hours to beat 666. I practiced that for like a month. Tier 2 for beginners. I absolutely love Surf Progress Progress. Fixed. Very, very good tier 2 map. It will make you struggle. But you can play through as much of that. If you don't beat the map, that's okay. Play through as much of the map as you can. There are literally descriptions on the side of each stage for how to beat the stage. It doesn't get better than that. It literally teaches you how to surf. Then after that, I really like Surf Fordham and Cyberwave. There are a lot of bad tier 2 maps though, so be careful. Especially the linears. The older linears are going to be quite tough and unintuitive. No way I was too low there. Do you think it's worthwhile to play tier 5, tier 6 with safe lock to get better learn? Yeah. You can hop on a tier 6 and try with safe lock. Just don't get tilted if you can't do it. Just like everything is a learning process. You're going to take a little bit away from it and know where you're supposed to be at. You act like I'm not decent at wait a minute, did you do it on 66 tick or did you do it on 85 tick? Because the unit maps on the higher ticks are going to be a little bit easier. S6, 666, yep, exactly. I mean, it was like, that stage broke me. When I finally beat it, there was no sense of satisfaction. It was like walking out of the battlefield, covered in blood. My wife and children are already dead. Whatever I did to get here, it was just out of pure resentment and spite. But it's a good map though. And I like bonus 6 a lot for 666. That is a hard bonus. Okay. Let's get a nice board here. Good. Turn early. Get here. That board was sort of dog shit and I'm too high. Which means I simply won't make it to this ramp. No way. If I make this, it's a goddamn miracle. I didn't. No miracles. Yo, did somebody just donate actual money? Nick L. with the 5 Canadian dollars. You were the best thing that happened to the surf community in a long time, only because the surf community is so good, bro. Just because there's shit going on right now. Imagine how long people have been doing this, that there was enough content for me to talk about. I think it's just a matter of time before somebody came along, and I don't think I'm going to be the only one. I think there are a lot of cool people coming up. Thank you so much for the $5, my dude. Every single dollar will be spent on hookers and spent on the business, spent on YouTube, you know? Surf community doesn't get enough love online, I know. B-hop, rocket jump, sticky jump. That's what I'm saying. If any of y'all are like, damn, I wish I could do this too, just start. Just write a little essay about your favorite game mode or about what you want to do, record the voiceover, put a little bit of surf footage behind it. I swear to God, you'll get hundreds of views. Because I'll find it, some KSFer will find it, you'll post it in the Discord, and everybody will be like, oh, here's another one. Same thing happened with HN1. HN1 went from 0 views to 1,000 views by his final video. And he only made like 8 or 9 Some people pop off in a shorter amount of time. Just try it. What's up, Dream? I did see Homie Lemon beat Goliath before. He also beat Modern, which I think is the harder one. I still can't beat that. TF2 jump is great. It's gonna happen. Can you talk about my favorite master in surf slanted ramps? Wait, what do you mean? Do you mean like when it's slanted too high? Oh yeah, Wolfie. Wolfie is a soft spot for me, man. True Verruct. It relaxes you. Surf causes me a lot of stress. I'm not gonna lie. When I can't beat something and I'm struggling for a long time, it gets me tilted. But as long as it's relaxing for you. Oh, fuck. Surf disaster. Goes up. Oh, it goes up and is cut out. Yeah, like sort of like ramp strafes. Yeah, man, it really sucks. Small ramps are the bane of my existence. There are some good maps where you're like, if you surf benevolent, is all ramp strafes, and that will like at least allow you to practice ramp strafes without it being really punishing to mess up. It's only tier 2 or tier 1 or something. You could definitely beat it. Alright, I'm trolling now. All of my muscle memory is gone. can't believe I made that. Wow, does this make? That's amazing. And then I totally mooned. And I won't make it to the ramp. Rip. Are you winning, son? I'm losing, Dad. Dad, I don't know if I'm gonna make it. I think it's gonna take us 3 rotations. Fuck. Maybe we'll try something else in between the rotations. I've now mastered tier 3 and get G4, G3 every time. Good shit. Raffaello is also tier 7, and I think that Raffaello is a little bit harder than this. I really think it is. I think a lot of the tier 7, this might be one of the easier ones. Right now, we're really just going through the motions, trying to beat this stage and then beat stage 3, and give ourselves a lot of time for stage 4. If there are any backseaters in chat who want to give me good advice for this stage, I'll take it. I'm ready for criticism, because if I don't get off the stage in the next 5 minutes, I'm gonna lose my mind. Gotta get it done. This is not the hard stage. Not the hard stage. Should I go back to CS Surf or CSGO? CSGO is totally fine for right now. You don't have to spend... Neffy! Sir, thank you for the $5. Appreciate you, my dude. Have you tried getting to the end? No. Just slide faster for... Be fast. Shut up. Shut up. Thank you so much for the $5, my dude. Appreciate you. And I appreciate you helping people, too. You'd be surprised. Like, you're helping one person, right? And you're talking to them through the voice chat or the chat. Everybody else is reading it. Everybody else is taking that information in. So you're doing a big service. If you happen to watch the most recent video I put out, I wanted to talk about this. Okay, so in Zombie Escape, there's a leader. The leader glows bright red, and everybody listens to them. Their voice will, like, can't get muted by a vote time. That doesn't matter. Everybody listens to the leader. And that way, everybody learns the maps because somebody is explaining it in real time. But in Surf, the same thing doesn't happen. There are ways to implement a leader system in Surf to make it so that, like, one person is the guide for the map. Or maybe, like, they get some kind of reward for leading people. Land smooth? I'll try. CL yaw speed 80. 80. Did you ever finish Raffaello or Modern? And will I do the tier 8 maps? The tier 8 maps, no, I will not do those for a long time because I'm too bad. But I have tried Raffaello and have not finished it. You have to full focus to finish this. I know I gotta stop reading chat. If you end up wanting something else in between rotations, I have a new bonus you can try out. Let's do it. Let's fucking do it. Once this timer runs out, we might go check out some new stuff on CSGO. I also, What's Up Spencer, a colleague of mine, will say, has also made a new map that we have to go check out. But I forgot the name. I have to ask him what the name is so that we can find it. I know what server to go to play it, but we have to find the name. Anubis Corruption Deity. Yes, sir. Our goal is to beat every tier 7 except for Sinsane 2, and then we're going to go for, like, top 10s or something. We're going to try to get into the top 100. Get our rank to 100 as quickly as we can. We'll just get good times and stuff like that. But this tier 7 grind, this is going to go on for a long time. It's going to be a while before we can do anything else. Good. 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 Smooth board here. Good. I use a little bit of a turn bind there, I'll say that. I don't use it here. Good. Too low! I need more units. I think you should beat Elysium on stream. Do give me motivation. We did that, actually. That was a lot of fun. We went for a no-fail, and I couldn't get it. You could try being a leader on private server and see how it turns out. I was thinking of, like, hosting, like, office hours, where I just sit in a server, I put on a tier 3 map that I think people should learn, and then we all try it, and I explain it in the chat. I think that's a really good idea, but I need a little bit more demand for that before I do it. I don't know how we're going to establish that, you know? It kind of, I would want it to be something that the server is co-signing and saying, hey, hop in at this time to have Maldozer teach us Goliath or whatever it is. It's a great idea. It could be done. When you need to increase your rotation speed, you have a yaw speed bind. Yeah. Look, I am turning 80 yaw speed. I press the middle mouse button on my mouse because I have a toggle yaw bind, and I spin faster. Click, click. That's how I do faster spins on maps where I generally have a lower yaw speed. No, we haven't had a surf hacker that isn't task time scale. But I've seen something that I shouldn't talk about that was not good in terms of cheating. I saw something that was very concerning. What do you mean Spencer's map is buns? What do you mean? That sounds fun. I just want to know that, like, I'll hop in there and there'll barely be a few people to do it. You know what I'm saying? I would probably have to make like a Google, I'd have to make some kind of meetup thing where people would sign up for that. And I would just overbook it. So that I would know there would be people when I come to show up. Boom. Alright, I'm feeling this run. I'm gonna focus. I went so high. Very much lower there, and we got it. Put keys on to show when you use turn binds, but the keys are going to show up underneath the chat. Are there any task servers? No, there aren't. But if you, definitely there are people who would be willing to help you set that up. I actually have never tasked before. I have no idea. B-Hop has really easy ways to task and do segmented runs, though, funnily enough. They have that already figured out. Good. Too low, maybe. We'll see. That was damn. Good attempt. Thank you, my dude. Who's the best French player and how many points do they have? It is Oui, O-U-I. And you can find them on YouTube by searching up Oui CSGO Surf or CS Surf. They are very, very good. The amount of points they have, however, I'm not sure. We don't generally think about it like that, but I can tell you that a Wii has beaten every single tier 7 and corruption, which is unbelievable. And puts him in a contender for being like one of the most skilled surfers of all time. Okay, we're lower here, but oh my god. I'm gonna play stage 3. Oh, Wee is here. I couldn't get my brain to work. Oh, Wee, how many points did you have? Oh, he beat the 82, that's right. Wee points. Let me put it in the chat. Good looks. 187,000. Hardest map you finish in your opinion is Surf Shade. S-H-A-D-E. Like, just Google it. Just look it up on YouTube, and you'll see why. It's disgusting. And I couldn't believe that I beat it. It took me... I can look up my PR info. I think it took me, like, 15 hours. Like, what am I doing, bro? I'm so tilted. I'm so tilted. We gotta get it done. Will Messi? I don't follow soccer. All I know is that Ronaldo is the GOAT. Surf Spin and Surf Blackheart are dog shit. Surf Spin is really bad. Surf Blackheart's alright. Rocknar. Oh, yeah. I saw it. I really like that. No, Awee, it's all right. Awee didn't win. Awee was one of the best surfers there, and he didn't win. It doesn't, when you do competitions like that, sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's a one shot, you know what I mean? You only have that one chance to show, and then it's like, something can go wrong. Nerves are the biggest thing. I totally understand. Just getting nervous. It literally would happen in our fucking shit-ass events to people. They would get so nervous. And it's just because you know that there's a lot of people watching and it's high pressure. You know? There's nothing, you just gotta be in more competitions to break those nerves. You can't handle nerves. What are you gonna do, man? You're in a stressful situation. That's all you could do. All you could do is try your best and just hope for it. Get yourself into more competitive situations and you'll break those nerves down. You'll get more used to being under pressure. You know that. You know that. Am I too low? I'm too low. I'm so bad, bro. We're on stage 2. Come on, man. Right now. We beat it. Can I go play fucking Utopia, please? Oh. Getting same feels. I can serve most of Utopia, but not enough seed for that big jump near the end. Well, what you do is you go around that big tube. You flick up and you go around the tube, and then you get back onto the transparent ramp. That's the way that you keep your units in that situation. Oh, that's like the worst I've ever done. You need more speed? Here. Right here, I'll get more speed. We got it. Cry. Starter stage 3 is dog shit? No. Stage 3 is easy clap, Lemon. You got it. Don't worry. Fuck. Beat a tier 10 map instantly. Where is there a tournament? I meant, no. You're chilling. There's no tournament, but there is Surf Mayhem every week. I just saw Ramen's message. Damn, boy, you look like you know who the GOAT is. Sure. I can't say. Like, he doesn't say sheesh. He says see. Like something like that. I still don't get it. Boom. Good. Bad. Oh my god. What are we going for, the fucking world record? Why do I surf like that? It's not necessary. Boom. Too high. Flick too high, man. What tier is Pro Surf B4? Where apparently it hasn't been beaten yet. So it might be harder than Exotic B3, but we'll have to see. I don't think anybody's playing it right now. It's like a Anubis 2 or whatever. Keck. Yeah, bonuses don't have tiers. They have like letter tiering. But a bunch of the bonuses of like varying difficulty are all in the same letter tier, which is called tier X. But that can range anywhere from Axiom B4 to Exotic B3, so there's a wide range. And if that doesn't make any sense to you, it can range from really easy to really hard. So it's not an exact tiering system. Oh, just a little bit wider there and we could have saved that. Well, boys, we spent 35 minutes on this stage. If we don't get it done in 60 minutes, that is the biggest sag. That is a true failure. Oh my god. Oh. I just made a tier 10 surf map. Okay, Ducky. 5 hours long? I believed you until you said 5 hours long. There's not enough space in a fucking BSP for you to make a 5-hour map. Imagine. Well, I guess you could just make a way for somebody to have to beat Fornax before like 100 times over and over. Are you telling me this doesn't make it? I'm never leaving this map. Oh, you go in circles a lot. Is it real? Underflicked? Yeah. Just makes filters to loop the map. Go finish Fornax before and then finish bonus. Okay. Yo, somebody just beat bonus 4. Oh shit, who is this? Just beat bonus 4. God damn it. This is Surf Goliath by Hardex. It is a very good tier 7 map, and it has challenged a lot of people, and right now it's challenging us. We gotta get it done. Flick. Good. Another flick. We're very low. We're very low. Oh, we made it. Soft flick. Low units here. Let's get a nice board. Oh, yes. Maybe a little bit high. Just a little bit high, and you can't even make the turn. I'm sorry. Tell him he's bald? No. I'm good. What do you think on KSF adding new ranks? I think it's great. You know, just paying attention to the experience of newer surfers is really good. If you just forget about them and you don't do anything, could they do more? Of course. There's always more to be done. But I think it's a great idea. I think it's hard to cater to newer surfers because I think that a lot of surfers have the mentality of like, how do we maintain current players? When they don't realize you don't want to maintain current players. You want to create a funnel for people to come in. It's the job of the community itself that you have to sort of maintain players. That's when you want to have like unique events and stuff like that. But the main goal of the server should be able to get people in. This is the saddest thing I've ever seen play this Osito. It's not the clutch. There was a massive gap between the highest points ranked players and the lowest ranked, yeah. GFL needs new players? If GFL needs new ranks, I got you. I can talk to Infra. What's up, Ryan? How you doing? This is so sad. I was getting past stage 2 in like 10 minutes last time. It's okay. We had to practice. We had to practice. If we didn't do this, we were going to fail some other time. So. It's just crazy how many times we made it to the end without making it. Like, that's fucking ridiculous. I'm getting hot, dude. I'm boiling. God damn it. You always talk to Infra. Most of his to-do list ideas are mine. Oh, wow. Make sure you're not, like, pestering him, though. You know what I mean? Him and Dini are really good about keeping the server up to date and shit. Dude. Stage 3 start harder than 2 just because of the last head check. Stage 2 is usually pretty easy for me too. I don't know what's going on. But stage 3 compared to stage 4 is light work. Yeah, I feel like stage 1 is harder than stage 3 too. 7. Feel bad because these holidays in India. Dude, that's sick. I didn't even know he was from India. Or is he just there on holidays? That's a crazy holiday. I should do that one time. I really want to go to Asia, bro. I want to go to Japan, and I want to go to Seoul, Korea, and maybe Hong Kong. Although I heard that Hong Kong is like not. Z-Beat looks kind of weird. I know, right? It's a reskin. I put on a texture pack. Of course I don't make it to the ramp. Oh my god. Can you guys believe it? 40 minutes on stage 2? What if we just one-shot this right now, and then we beat stage 3 and stage 4 in 20 minutes? I think that would be pretty pog. I'm raging. I reckon you will have this stage done in the next 5 minutes. I just can't. I can't believe it. We have, right the day before, the last time we streamed, we had like, we beat stages 3 and 2 by time we had been to this point. Like after 40 minutes, we were starting stage 4. Sometimes after 35 minutes. So I'm really surprised that I had this much trouble. Oh my god, it's This Week in Surf Music. It's just too high. It's too high and I don't have enough. I'm not like horizontal enough to make it. I'm flicking too high there and on the one after. Okay, I'm getting like slightly frustrated with this, I'm not gonna lie. How hard you can flick on 60 compared to 64. It's not that big of a difference. The big difference is 85 versus 64. That is unbelievable. You can flick really hard in 85 tick. Fuck. Peace out, AJ. I'm focusing on that. I actually just was too low there, so I couldn't make the correct turn. Dude. Oh. This reminds me of the first time doing Surf Hades. Hit my feet 100 times the last platform, man. It's like that. 0.6, 800 DPI. Unfortunately, Ducky, I did not beat him in that attempt. I'm in the future. Looks like Surf Bread will be forever unreleased. Wow, man. I wonder why this happened. I guess I just didn't. I don't know, man. Maybe I just got lucky the last few times I did this stage. Holy fuck. Oh, I don't even make that. Yeah, it's also my consistency to the actual hard part of the map. If I was getting into it every attempt, like, then we would have gotten it, but... A lot of attempts are spent in that little section right there. I had to crouch. We kept our units. Okay. Oh, look how high I'm flicking, man. No, I'm tilted. Oh my god. It was then again, and I just flicked like I'm fucking trying to go to the moon. Oh, love the content. CSGO should pay you. They're never gonna pay me. Maybe a question, is there a reason why Levi's surf looks so quite different compared to a lot of other players? No, I think I don't think his surf does look very different than a lot of other players. I think he's very precise. He and Emil look very, very similar to me. I think the crazy thing about Levi is just how consistent he is. And why he can do any type of surf. He doesn't have like a specialty, you know what I mean? Jack of all trades. Master of all. Represents is, no, 0.6800 DPI, but yeah. Whatever you're comfortable with is a sensitivity that you should use, apparently. Although I think there is a range that you should be doing. From like, I think 0.35 to 1.5, 800 DPI. I really personally wouldn't go over 1 sensitivity if I was going to try really hard at this game. I think that's like the highest you can go. There are a few surfers who go higher, but damn, son. Will you make more ZE videos? Love the one you think you might, dude. Is this Fuko from actual ZE? I think I've seen you lead a bunch of times. I haven't beaten a single map, but I haven't watched, but I like watching it. ZE, I think, is incredible. I really like the fact that it was an adventure in the same way that, like, when I was a young surfer, I got to check out all these cool maps in this world that has been created by other people. I get the same exact feeling nowadays from ZE. I think it's something that my viewers could be really interested in. Obviously, as you can tell by the video performance, it's not exactly a trending topic. But it is such a cool game. I will say, man, the community is like, there are just some people that it's really surprising to me that they haven't been banned. Because they are really, really bad for your community. I don't know, you know, politics aside, whatever you want to think about language use, that's up to you. From a marketing and business perspective, there are some people who should have been banned like a year ago that don't. That's just your community, though. You know what I mean? And however you guys feel like you want to manage it, you ultimately have that choice, and it's not our choice to decide. People don't really know this, but KSF was once known as the most racist, toxic place on the community. And on the internet. It was like the 4chan of gaming communities. And now it just doesn't, after years of just giving a fuck about its perception, it doesn't, now people will just know it as a great place to surf. You know what I mean? Like, already, I've never had somebody come up to me and be like, why do you play on KSF when blah, blah, blah? You know what I mean? Nobody's ever said that shit to me that they will say about other communities. Saw myself in the clip when you were playing Cruelty Squad? There's a decent amount. Some of the AU and EU and Asians are, those servers are worse? I do love GFL. I like Mapiadores too. Honestly, Mapiadores, like, was pretty chill. I haven't played on Ghost Cap, and I haven't played on any of the Russian servers. I would imagine that CSS is probably more toxic too. I'm not gonna lie. Okay. Am I just too low? I'll make slow flick up, 23. Okay, barely flicked. This will make 50 minutes on stage 2, boys. Back when Truffle streamed, it was bad. That's right. 2015, 2016, and by like 2019, 2020, it was totally cleaned up. Especially in the past couple years, like, you're way more safe streaming. Dizzy basically streamed on public servers on KSF for like months and never had an issue. It was sick. We were on very good behavior when he was streaming here. gosh, I hate this, bro. I really hate it. Biop is way more toxic. I'd believe that. But Fuko, I feel like as soon as we get to the evening, we don't really have problems with bad players, you know? Part of the reason why GFL is getting bad players is that you're getting new players, which is great. Getting new players is a sign that the game mode has growth potential. Like, because the end goal, if I'm not mistaken, would be to have 2 GFL ZE servers. One where people try really hard and one where people just goof off and play platformer. You know what I mean? Like, your goal is not to have one megalithic server that's fully packed and everybody else doesn't get to play. Although I think some people want that. That's not a sustainable model for a server. Like, GFL, the surf servers, work like the #1 most easy server packs up to 64 or 48 players. Then the novice server with tier 2 maps packs up. And then the tier 3 server gets some players. And then people funnel out into a different one. Yeah. New people coming in, it's good that you like that because some people don't. Do you remember Fuzzy Duckling's drama? No, but I've heard Fuzzy Duckling talking in surf servers. What's the drama? Oh, Muscanet. Yeah, that is a famous forum post. Don't talk too much about that, all right? That one is supposed to stay in the dark. Beetle's right though. Why is this available? This map? No, it's available on CSGO. It just depends on what server you're on. You just thought I dipped from streaming? I haven't been streaming on YouTube for too long, so you didn't miss much. Server 1 and 2 has terrible people on them? I do know, wait, yeah, I do know Exu. Exu goes by Chromalia now. We interviewed him, actually. He used to be quite infamous, and now he's a very chill dude. Knows a lot about surf. He actually made a video about crouching that you guys were asking for. Yeah, you don't change your DPI? Yeah, no. You don't have to try hard and just fucking buy a $200 desk for surf. Just enjoy it. It's a great game. If you're not stuck, we're actually gonna have to reset the map and play another whole fucking rotation. Just to get to stage 4, which is the one that we're actually gonna struggle on. Oh, the tilt. Okay. I think we just have to save lock. I mean, this is so sad. I'm sorry, boys. I'm like really disappointed in my level of play here. That is so sad. I can't believe it. How is a tier 7 complete not good? Just discover your channel. Wow, you're so good at storytelling. That's a difficulty, man. I hope I get better because some of the videos didn't perform as well as I would have liked. I recently reported a scam guy called Free Knife Check. 30 days of AK and no completions. Yeah, good that you reported him. Free Knife Check, trade inventory Exu. That's not Chromalia, buddy. Uh-oh. The person responded to Amy and then claimed to be Exu. I can talk to Exu. I can message Exu today and figure out if that was him. I'm gonna buy a 10,000 rotating battle station. Be fully immersed. Do you know who Bunny is? No, I don't know Bunny. Change description. I'll talk. That's fucked up. Day 4 of watching Reps who try this map and I'm still having fun. I hope that you don't watch me do this and you just go and play surf for a different game mode, because this is the fucking saddest shit I have ever done. Last time we got stuck on stage 4 and I thought that was embarrassing. Holy shit, man. So we're gonna save lock this, we're gonna practice, we're gonna take the slightest break for wrist safety, and then we're gonna get right back into it. If you have things that you want me to react to, surf bunny hop, Drama, Amy Schumer, whatever it is. I got you. We'll run it. All right, so this is good units. We get here. We board this correctly. Barely flick off the bottom. Turn around and make it to this ramp. We've done it, right? Board this. It's still too low. Okay, that would have been it. That's what a stage 2 looks like. It happens like that sometimes, man. Sometimes it doesn't go correctly. But if you have any reactants, I'm ready to do it. How we feeling about a little bit of reactants? Have I ever played normal CS? Yes, and I got shit on. React to Surf Goliath through tutorial? If there was one. Amy asked Fuzzy what is his favorite genocide. Fuzzy replied, bomb. Okay. So it sounds like there's a mod doing some questionable things. Amy saw one of his friends advertising with Grabify link to do anything to ban him permanently and then unban him. Amy should just leave. Well, first of all, I'm going to sort out the XU thing with him. I'll talk to him. I'll say, hey, we're going to talk about the server. Oh, also, I heard about this thing you may want to hear about. I don't know. Amy could be in the right side. You're not allowed to post links advertising. So if they were banned based on rules too. If 666 is too hard, how is this map from 1 to 10? This is, okay. If Sir 66 is a 2, this is like a 4. And the 10 is Anubis. So this is not the hardest thing in the world. Are you the most famous surf YouTube content creator? I think Trufflecopter and Beetle are probably still more famous than me. And KSF Records obviously has like 34,000 subscribers and they're awesome. Infra said he was the real Exu. The problem with GFL is most admins higher tiers and Amy... Infra said he was the real Exu? Okay, hold on. I've got to hide. We're going to come back here. I'm going to look at DMs. We might start some drama. Ooh, okay. Aux dropped something cool for us to look at. We're going to play it in Momentum mod. Just got word. There was a so far imitator too. Okay, I can't speak on that. Let me go send a message to Exu. Chromalia. What? Where's Chromalia? Is this him? No, this is like Talon or something. I'm sorry, boys. Slight delayance. I'm fixing it. I'm doing research. We may have an imposter. Here's Chromalia. Hey, we have an 11-year-old surf royal run? Maybe. And then Amy asked him. Here. Alright, I asked Chromalia. We'll see what he says. In the meantime, boys, we gotta do some reactants. We gotta find something to react to. Ooh, Half-Life Alex. Bobby Lee. Somebody had a good idea. Yeah, Fuzzy apparently got banned for racist stuff. You could become an admin as long as you. There's a 5-letter map with big scale map. I'm trying. Solus? 5-letter map with red ramps, big scale map. Sounds like Solus. Solus video earlier today, which really surprised me in quality. And you got a solo clip? Send it, Fuko. You can just type the title in chat or try to send it to me in DMs. You buy a golf GF at IHOP. You buy a golf GF at IHOP. I'm already, not gonna lie, not looking super good. Hold on. Okay, and then we have this. Take this, throw it over here. Oh man, it's in a different video platform. All right, here we go. Hopefully no copyrighted music. We need to turn off our trance. Boom, 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 Boom. Boom.
Oh, welcome to Goth IHOP. What can I get ya?
You don't seem that goth to me.
How come?
You're happy.
Well, I guess you don't understand me. Just like everyone else. But I'll start over. Welcome to Edgy Pancakes, or whatever. How can you inconvenience me today?
That's better. So let me get one big titty goth GF.
Sir, this is an IHOP. We don't sell people here.
Bruh, you're thinking of Denny's. Oh yeah, you're right. So what do you guys even sell here then?
We sell hamburgers here.
Boy, is IHOP really trying to gaslight me?
Probably.
Boy, you might be the International House of Pancakes, but this violence gonna be domestic if I don't get pancakes.
Do you really think death threats will work on a goth? Wanting to die is like our whole personality.
I'll do it.
Squeeze it.
Bro, I've had their pancakes, and they're not worth a felony. Man, you're lucky I'm on multiple.
Not gonna lie, we're in the cringe territory here. I think I agree how much I'm surprised the quality is just off the voice acting and the animations.
Probations.
Not my kind of humor.
So, can I get you anything else?
Bro, you got any gluten-free options?
Yeah, your options are the door.
Bruh. Anyway, how much do these pancakes cost? Cause I'm gonna need like a few stacks, but I don't got like stacks, you know?
Look
With
at
like,
those.
money.
His gears rotate every single frame. So that means every time they're doing a stop motion picture, he's changing like the individual.
You're a
Alright,
grown
here,
man.
look. We'll mute it. And that's how we'll react. Look, he has to change the eyes every shot. How are they changing the eyes? Do they have to get a different model every time? I mean, come on, bruh. Come on, bruh. Sorry, not bands canceled. I think that's Lego Bionicle. This is how I thought everything looked when I was imagining Oh, I remember doing that too. I like the Undertaker. All right, we'll unmute it.
For these hockey pucks.
We can't serve maple syrup anymore. It was deemed cultural appropriation to the Canadians.
I told you it was only a matter of time before the liberals came for.
All right, no politics on my channel. Okay, we can skip this one. If you've never watched Zombie Escape, Fuko has a cool solo clip. Oh wait, this is Sam, right? This is ZE Sam. Am I wrong? What are you doing? Where are you going, bro? I don't even know where you're going. Isn't this the one where the wall opens or closes and then? Holy shit! And you win the game? This is. Wait a minute. I thought this was a stage where you had to bring an item to the end. Were you the item that has to be brought to the end? Did you have it? That's sick. So basically what this guy's doing is, it's the very end of the round. They've already beaten the boss on stage 1. And he has to live until the very end of the timer when all the zombies get nuked and die. He has gravity, so you don't even have the item I'm thinking of. And he gets he's KZing and hopping around and getting slightly lucky with like some of the zombies, but he avoided everybody and then won the round for his team. That's pretty sick, bro. The lasers are the most impressive thing in this game. I love lasers, man. This is the first. Oh, this is second stage. This is first stage. That's second stage. I'm wrong. Ultima killed everyone. The thing about items is that I've been told to never ever pick up an item because I'm bad. Basically. Goliath IHOP was hilariously bad. Okay, boys. Now we have, hopefully, a little. Here it is. Okay, we have a bonus to try. We're gonna hop out of CSGO real quick. We're gonna test. The cops are here. We're gonna test. Let's see. Momentum, maps. Take this. Show in folder. Grab this over here. Boom, boom. Drag the BSP into momentum mod. Now, if you don't have access to this game, it is incredible. It is a way to play Surf, B-Hop, and Rocket Jump offline. You have to pick them up to learn them, ask which ones are easy next time. Yeah, I like, what are low impact items? Is something I've like maybe asked like once. Definitely not often. I find like I'm kind of like scared to talk in that chat sometimes. I'm afraid somebody's gonna fucking like roast me, bro. Okay, here we go. Map, surf, aux, bonus 3. We're here. New, oh god, new unreleased map. Some people got it within 3 days, about a month ago. Well, I waited for over a year and signed up and they went, no, I know it happens, but it's not Momentum Mod team's fault. Unfortunately, that is Steam being a doo-doo. Aux bonus 3. Let's go. Already looking pretty cool. Reminds me of like Jockin. This is the ramp, yes? Okay, good. Ramp underneath. Whoa, this is trippy, dog. Oh, those are really tight ramps. What? I like this design, dude. Good, we'll make a save lock. Maybe are we supposed to like go maybe on this ramp? Nope, there's no ramp there. We have to go here. And then up to there. Oh, wow. If you want to just ask me and I can try to help with the maps, I know. That's amazing. Some people got... Yeah. I got it within the week I requested and then... I will say it does seem like people who have signed up too long ago are no longer in the queue, which sucks. But don't make an alternate account or anything like that because they'll just ban you. Holy shit. Are we supposed to have this little units here? Okay, maybe we're supposed to go under. Oh, we are. Oops. Fuck. We'll go back one, maybe. No, we can't. We have to press F. And then go to previous. There we go. Flick up to the right. Very steep ramp. Boom. Then go under to this ramp. Wow. Oh, no. Never mind. Like here? But then where do you go from here? Well, there are gaps. So maybe we go to this ramp and then underneath somehow? Or are we really supposed to go up? Like this. No way you're supposed to do that. Watch me surf. I'm on Game Voice Chat and Discord. I don't know. Hold on. Chromalia, so what's going on? Were you in GFL trying to get skins? What the hell was that? We're trying to figure out what the story is here. Okay, there's no way this is what you're supposed to be doing. So you go here. Yes way? Chromalia is about to give us the deets. What's the deets, Chromalia? Like this, perhaps. And then is this the end? Right here? Or is it up here? Nope. Private Congo exclusive. I wish I could make this story up. All right, well, as long as you're not scamming anybody and that somebody got banned. I didn't beat Goliath. No, true. It's going to take some time. All right, let's go back a little bit then. We'll go right here. Ride this ramp. Go underneath. He has 2,300 here. We can get a smooth board to do that. Like that. Never mind. Like this maybe? He has 2,300 here. Damn, son. Well, you're a skilled surfer. I can see you're like messing with ramp steepness here to create some difficulty. It's nice. It's an interesting idea. Like this. Oh. Okay. This then, you know what, Kramali, if that's you, then it exonerates Amy. That means that Amy was doing her job. Moderating. Feels bad. You don't want to board the ramp kite so I lose less units. Okay, hold on. Let's just get onto this ramp real quick. Like this. Slow spin up. We get here. Made another save lock. And then we go in here. Wow. And that's the end. Interesting bonus. Interesting. Hey, we did it. What game is this? Momentum mod. Aux, overall, very interesting bonus. Playing with ramp height reminds me of like Jack and 2 in terms of maps. Maybe you made those, I'm not sure. Not over difficult, given that you're going to try some new ideas. You don't want to like drive people insane. Boom. Slow 180, get on this, flick up high, hit my head on the ramp. Thank you much appreciated. Give me things to think about. So when you mess with steepness of ramps, you're gonna piss people off. But the thing is, Aux, every time you do something new, you're gonna piss people off, right? So if you're gonna do it like this, and people get it, like, oh, I have to pay attention to how I'm flicking off these ramps. It's also fortunate, that's why people mess around a lot more and do unorthodox things in bonuses. If you were to do something like this in a map, your map could get rejected. You know, because not just QA testers, but like people who decide whether maps come on could say this map is not designed well because it's doing something to the ramps when it doesn't understand. But obviously you do this pretty well and it's a bonus. So you're pretty good. In the clear. You know that. Boom. Oh, I'm just too bad, bro. Hold up, I have a second you can try. Less detailed. Peace out, KZA. Aux made those garbage Jackins maps. I like Jackin too. If you were to find this map hard, that's a skill issue. Consider improving. It is hard. Anyone in chat recommendations for cool tier 1 to tier 2 maps? I am sure somebody has recommendations for you. I personally recommend Surf Progress and Surf Cyberwave. Raft like Forbidden Ways. Let me get some music back on. Boom. And then Aux said he's going to send us a second map. We got to take a look. Is playing video games in heavy moderation just as good as quitting video games? I tried quitting because it started becoming an obsession. I really miss Surf and B-Hop. Damn, yeah, if you don't want to do something and it's taking over your life, you probably have to quit it altogether because you know that you're going to slip back into a dangerous... But I mean, I do this for a living, so if I end up playing a lot of video games in a day, I know that I've at least learned something for my business, you know? I don't feel too bad about it. But if I just played games and I never edited, I'd be in a lot of trouble. The Light. Sundown is good too. Sundown can be awkward for some people, but it's a good one. V-Day can't pick the map up because it's compiled. No, you're good. All right, then we might be going back to Goliath. Sheesh. Somebody was in the Discord and wanted me to watch them. I don't know. I'm scared of the bannage. Okay. Oh. Surf is Dead by Julian on Clarity servers. This is a great tier 5 map. He's your favorite extender? I have a feeling when I extend sometimes, I kill the server I'm on. Because people just leave. So I try not to do it too much unless I'm on a private. That skip sucks. It's so annoying to do. I think this was done in a tournament. Unless I'm wrong. Then he spun early there and then barely makes the end. Let's see. No, it wasn't done in tournament, but it was a good one. Surf Delight is your favorite unit map? Surf Delight is a Maxfell map. It's not a unit map. Is it? Maybe it is on other servers, but on KSF you hit 3,500. This is the map that's being recommended. It is a very, very good map. Holy shit, this render looks bad. What the hell? He turns early here. He goes barely over the spine. He hits Maxfell here, which is why he doesn't go all the way down. My voice dies. Just barely rides the top of that. Yeah. Surf Cozy is good. Underworld is good, and Overworld, the new map, is pretty good. And then the tightest turn. Alright, boys. I'm feeling a little bit of a return to Goliath. I'm feeling it. And then we'll do some eatage, and then we'll fucking beat Goliath. Now, first of all, if I get stuck on stage 2 again, I am done. I'm quitting Surf. I'm gonna go play Fortnite. So we gotta get it done. Ding, ding, ding. Get me out of mommy mod. Come to Surf. Boom, boom. We go right back. Let's get it done, boys. First try, stage 2. Initially. Immediately. Boom. Map Surf. Graphia. Nope. Goliath. I'm bad at Surf, so it might as well be a unit map. True. That's how it be. Until you get to those units, it doesn't matter what kind of map it is. But always remember, if you're struggling, you're doing something right. You're pushing yourself. Surf Goliath. Tier 7. Incredibly hard staged map. Attempt number 2 for the day. We're going to beat stage 1 immediately. We're going to beat stage 2 immediately. And then we're going to get it done. Okay. You still stick to B-Hop? Yep. B-Hop is a lot of fun. Getting fast out of that game can be incredibly fickle and hard. Especially for like when you're coming out of a teleporter in a different angle. Oh my god, I hate that shit. But unit B-Hop, where you're just strafing very slowly, I like those. I think I might try one of those kinds of maps. Like the Sonya map that we just looked at earlier today. I really like that. Come off the side here. Okay. Boom. Okay, focus. Get into it, come on. I might go full focus and really just try to get this done real quick. Fuck. Okay, come on. Let's get past ramp 3. Please. Boom. Good. Good. Bad. Higher. Nah, let's not get stuck on stage 1 now, too. Please. My stage 1 is so much better, though. I'm getting way better units than last time. And that makes this spin so much easier. Boom. Good. Flick a little bit higher than last time. Wow, barely hit our head. All right, good stage 1 timing. Liking that. Stay focused. I'm so surprised I didn't make it. One day we'll have a map editor for stuff. Oh man. B-Hop Aimer's Hell is a little bit outside of my skill range. Devil is exactly like this map. But having a better editor, Hammer++ or whatever is going to come out with Source 2 could be cool, but could also break Surf. So I really don't know what's going to happen. Maybe on Momentum. What's up, Molgard? How you doing? I think better would just be using existing tools like Blender. Yeah, but Blender, you have to do something. You can make ramps in Blender. You don't make a whole map in Blender, but you can make ramps. And that is really cool. That allows for some more intricate detailing and stuff like that. Ugh, twice failed the same spot. Now we make it. Lightning does not strike 3 times on my anus. Come on, let's go. Right here. That was a really bad board. I slammed into the ramp, and that's why we don't have the units here. Otherwise, we would have made it. I slammed into that ramp. Damn, I didn't even make it to the ramp, man. I'm still dead. Isn't it hard to implement the plugin in Blender that converts map? There's a video on it. In Blender, we have a plugin that allows you to make the entire map for TM2220. That's sick. But I feel like I've never seen a TM map that really, like, violates... You know what I mean? That is really different than the base stuff that you get. Maybe I'm wrong about that. I feel like people don't mess with the formula that much. Like in Surf, we can make surf ramps that look like anything. We can make things look really goofy. But I feel like in Trackmania, everything looks legit. I don't know how else to describe it. You're deaf wrong about the... Wait, hold on. How does it work? I don't know. I'm good at straafing, but the ramping is so bad. There are some wild TM 2020 maps. We should take a look. Trek Mini is really cool. I never got into it. I tried it like way before I ever started doing surf for real. And I was so bad at it. I think I remember saying to myself, I just haven't played this game for long enough. I'm not going to get into it and get good at it. You know what I mean? It would take so long. Even though I thought it was like a very cool game. I think First Surf has a better feeling than Trackmania, even if you fail with Surf, you're still in control. I think Surf should be deleted from the internet. I think that nobody should ever play this game, and that I should delete my YouTube channel. That's what I think. Oh, like the worst units in the world, man. Let's go! Unfiltered opinions. Unfiltered. I can't slam the desk anymore because the noise is too bad. We fucking finally beat stage 2. We already had beaten this, by the way. For anybody just tuning into the stream, we've made it to stage 4 like multiple times. We just spent an entire rotation today on stage 2 for nothing. For the memes. Okay, now we gotta beat stage 3 quickly and get some attempts on stage 4. That's the most important thing. We have to spend a lot of time on stage 4. It's the hardest stage by far. Wow, I'm surprised I made it to the ramp, but my angle is quite bad here. Okay. Flick up a little bit higher than normal so that we can turn early around the spin, make it to the ramp. Flick up. Rest of this is pretty free, and then it's just one snipe at the end that we gotta hit. More like 2 snipes, but one of them is easier. Okay. Oh, I lost all my units, which is good. Who needs those? Okay, first snipe. And second snipe. What an easy stage 3. We are finally at the point we need to get to. We're gonna go into spec so we can get a little bit of focus. Thank you, Beetle. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Stage 4. Stage 4 is going to require us to get 2,700 units into the first big jump. If we don't get that, we don't move at all. Then it's like pretty much perfect surf all the way to the end where we need 2,700 units again. That's the 2 unit checks. Once we have 2,700 in both those places, do the last 3 ramps well, flick high as we possibly can, make it to the end zone, and we're done with this map. But getting those unit checks, it might take the entire 50 minutes. And it's just going to depend on how long it takes us. And if we even get it done. Easy first time, no problem. Not when you see what's about to happen. It's going to be a fucking grind. If we have to do another rotation, we have to do another rotation. But look what Levi does. Levi just has units that make me look like I was surfing on a different tick rate. Here is his stage 4. Let's watch and enjoy. He goes very flat. I'm going to consider also going very flat here. And then I feel like he doesn't even have 2,700, right? But he's a god gamer, so it doesn't matter. He goes very flat. I think that's going to be the difference. He goes as low as possible, so he has crazy horizontal units and not a lot of height. And then here he has 100 more units than I've ever gotten in a real run. Flicks hard and early. Oh, he said, yeah, that would have made no sense, huh? What's up, Manana? How you doing? Have you seen Batman's Task of the Map? Yeah, Batman is a goat. He's one of the people I would have loved if he had been able to go full-time too, because he is such a cool player. Boys, here it comes. You just saw Levi do it, now watch the real gamer. Now watch the real gamer. He goes very flat, and that's really what we're going to want to do. And I think he's doing that so that when he finally hits the ramp below here, he doesn't really have to fight Eric Cell very hard. That was terrible. We went really, really smooth there. You're trying to quit nicotine? I shouldn't even vape. I'm sorry. We should be in solidarity. It sucks. It really sucks, man. Is there a time limit on this map? 60 minutes, that's right. That's why it's so hard to beat this map, because you only have 60 minutes to do it between all 4 stages. You might make it to stage 4, but if you don't beat it in the time limit, you're fucked. Let's go Repster, thank you, hero. What's up, Louie? How you doing? I'm making everybody bite the bullet and watch a fucking YouTube stream. How terrible is YouTube streaming? You good at typing on a keyboard? Oh, very nice. Fuck. You peed your pants? What? That's terrible. That's not what we want. We want a really good board and get off with 2,700. And if we do that, the rest of the stage could be pretty free. Even that is bad. Fuck. We'll maybe make it, but... Goated song coming up. Alright. I have to skip. Thank God. There we go. This is arguably better than Twitch. I like YouTube. I think it's a better platform. Could this be a rotation where he actually beats it? We'll see, man. There are so many pro gamers in this chat, they're going to have to be able to tell me what I'm doing wrong. That's not right. That's not right. Yeah. HardX made this map. The 4th stage was designed by somebody else, I believe. And then HardX did the detailing. Horrible. We'll try it anyway. Damn, not even close. I noticed it on that ramp that I'm doing right there, like the last one. If I don't go all the way to the bottom, I can get a better flick too. That's just terrible. Where'd all my units go? Oh. What's up, Travis? How you doing? I've been thinking about getting into mapping. There's a lot of mappers. What we really need right now is content creators and people making game modes and server-side coders. Those are the 2 big groups of people that we'll need in the coming years. Maps, we've got plenty of maps. many of which are just really good and underplayed. Like a lot of the new maps too will not really be heavily grinded until months after their release, when people finally decide to check them out. Damn, that's just not it. Removed all the inhibiting features in between them. Oh, the head checks are one thing, but yeah, it would definitely be tier 6 if there weren't all the head checks, but I don't think that that's really the difficulty is the unit maintenance. I got it. Let's go. It was so easy. I can't believe that I was so shaky, bro. I was so shaky. Got it. Thank God. Shower time. Thank you, chat. That took a long time. All right, are we ready for the big reveal? All right, take your guesses. How many hours did it take me to do this? Don't cheat. I'm about to type in PR info. What's next? That's the question. Don't stick around for the next like 2 minutes. We're about to do the big vote to decide which next tier 7 that we're gonna play. See you here, Fuko. Appreciate you. 35 hours, 17 hours, 4, 1 hour, 14. Do world record or no more vape. All right, here it is. 12 hours. Oh, Neffy was incredibly close. I think exploratory research was the closest. Holy fuck, man. Not that bad. Some people like will get this done in like 2 seconds. So like PR info at 1. The best player in the world, Levi, took an hour and 44 minutes to beat this. That's one rotation of fucking around and then beating it the next rotation. So he's unbelievable. Let's see, PR info at 2. All right, the next thing that we gotta do that's going to determine the course of all the next streams. Wow, it took Lennox 2 hours and 45 minutes. That's unbelievable. Okay. We have to go and make a poll because we have to decide. Repster, next, tier 7. Okay? There are a lot of tier 7 maps to potentially try. Here is the link. If you click on the link, you're going to have to maybe have some people add some suggestions. I'll start right now. We have to beat all of them. We have Exonic, Raffaello. We have, Please and Not So Zen. Devil, I'm gonna say, is off the table because this is a little bit too hard. Raffaello, we seem to have twice, so I'll delete mine. These are the map options that we have, and we're going to be spending a lot of time on them. I'm going to say Sinsane 2 and Devil are off the table because they're just a little bit too hard. 5 me, you know what I'm saying? I'm not exactly at that level. But let's look at who did Dizrez did all the tier 7s and has a list of them. All tier 7 maps. Okay, original. We have original. I'm literally deleting it. I'm influencing the vote. I'm straight up cheating. Zen 2, we fortunately have already done. Utopia sub 38 is not even possible. We have Rover. Okay. Are these the only tier 7s we have left? Okay, here's the list of all of them. We did Spectra, we did Off Skill, we did Shodan. We need to do Please Exonic Original. We did Shade, we did Zen 2. Please Exonic Original, Zen 2 Raffaello, and we just finally fucking finished Goliath. Sheesh. What's is the 38? Is that on the FN server where you have Gold Knife? Do Pro Surf and Pro Surf. Hey, Do you think Pro Surf is going to be easy? It's looking like Exonic is winning. I'm going to post the poll one more time in chat if you would like to decide which map we're going to do next. Now, I have to apologize. I think I might do a little bit of eating and a little bit of reactance, and then we'll get right into some goddamn practice. We'll take a look at the next one. Pro Surf Tier 2, but Pro Surf is going to get downgraded. Beetle has straight trolled in my chat ever since he's arrived. There is yet to be a serious Beetle interaction. Pro Surf is Tier 2. Doubt. Well, it won't be downgraded. It's going to stay as a Tier 7. Then we have Pro Surf as well. I will re-poll. It's looking like we're going to do Exonic next. Is Exonic really easier than Please? Interestingly enough, Dizrez, who ordered the maps by their difficulty, thought that Surf Please, which if you've never seen before looks like this, he thought that this was easier than Not So Zen. What do we think, boys? Tough decision, tough decision. I think that the answer is going to end up being Exonic, unless Not So Zen pulls away right here. Fuck it, do Anubis. Somebody's going to be doing Anubis soon, and it's going to be so goddamn hype. Get out. Cyberwave is a great map. Start easy and go up, yeah? Please is one of the easiest. I agree. It's still going to take me so long to beat it. Not So Zen just won. Is Not So Zen harder? Rest in peace. Okay. In the meantime, we're going to react to something. Apologies to all the Surf people. I'm definitely going to be watching Sunny V2 for the next 10 minutes because I have to eat a slice of pizza or I'm going to die. Thank you so much for stopping by for that goddamn Goliath shit. Let's take a look at Sunny V2. Boom. Boom. Wait. Mr. Beast? First of all, we got to make sure there's no Mr. Beast video. There's no Mr. Beast video. Sunny V2. Oh, no. Unusual memes. Yes. An hour ago. It could not be better. It could not be easier. Not So Zen is so easy and boring that once you're at the hard part, you cannot surf due to boredness. I've always wanted to try Exonic. It doesn't look that hard compared to the other Tier 7s. Agreed. Mr. Beast, we've already watched. We did beat Goliath. Thank God. I'm going to clip it and turn it into a little clip, maybe. Turn it into a short. In the meantime, I eat. We watch unusual memes after I center it, and then we go and practice our next map, which is looking like it's going to be Not So Zen.
Wait. Steven.
Oh my god, it's Spider-Man! It's Spider-Man!
He's got a whole tub of sweets.
Peraí, esse moleque tá jogando muito, depois você pega no deitar.
Not on the car.
¿Por qué razón te tocaste, mamá? Porque, ajá, somos compañeros.
You want to see how cold it is in New England right now? Watch this.
pizza is breakdancing in the air fryer.
Because there's more matter here. A galaxy's gonna form here, and you're gonna live here.
This, in my opinion, this is wrong. This cat should not be. It's not the type of animal you have at home. I know the Tiger King. Nah, it's just wrong. Turnbinds. Look, it's a turnbind. This is a classic 210 yaw speed right here. Look at this. That's at least 210. Yup. Perfect.
Ô, gente, aí, ó, estourou o saco de ração, o tamanho da barriguinha dele, ó.
So cute. Smells so good.
Oh, it's time. Hey, it's time, ball.
I just saw variable yaw speed, bro. I think we're Surf has corrupted us. Good to see you, Konstantinos.
Nani? Ay, qué bonito.
Oh my God! No, don't try to put it up there. No, you don't better put that shit up. I had to borrow a sweater. Shit.
Oh, we got done.
There we have it. I've just finished one of the most intense workouts I've done for a while. 10 stations, 3 rounds, 1 minute each.
First of all, we got it done. We beat Goliath, but I'm gonna reuse that thumbnail for every tier 7 from now on. I'm just gonna replace the maps underneath. Feels bad. I'm dog shit at thumbnails. I'm not gonna lie.
It's disturbing to watch. A young Hasidic Jewish boy is mocked and berated, the child targeted because of his traditional Hasidic sidelocks.
I'll be crying if I look like that too, bro. That's what they be doing to y'all. Though, bro, it's your life.
The aspiring comedian spoke to Pix11, telling us he was doing what most on social media do, as they put it, doing it for the gram.
Muted. We got it done so quickly. I got it very lucky. Yeah, I know, muted. So I'm here. Listen. Like 7 people. Unfortunately, we spent, 50 minutes on stage 2 today, and then we immediately got it done stage 4. I'm gonna clip it. I'm gonna upload it as a clip, maybe for the Discord or something, so you can see it. I'll just have it for my. I'm collecting all those clips for the future when I want to make a compilation or something. I got a little bit lucky. We'll take a look at it. We can actually go back and watch the VOD. I do want to do that before we start Exonic. But I think we're going to be doing Exonic next.
Bar soaps end up sloppy,
which is not going to be
slimy.
easy.
Pump dispensers are messy and clumsy. And with dish
Oh, you want a link to the Discord? I got
really
you.
Need an extra.
또 한번 써볼까? 엥?
Hey! I do own Crocs, yes. I apologize. Crocs are they're way too convenient. The goats. I'm almost done pizza. I'm almost done. You have 2 pairs? That's even worse. Let's go to Twitch. First of all, let's see. Okay. Exonic and Not So Zen are literally tied. So I'm going to copy it. I'm going to paste it. Tier 7 looks crazy. Go back in the VOD. Go watch it. I swear to God I beat a Tier 7. I swear. I'm not lying. I only lie a little bit when it's convenient for me, okay? If in the poll I just linked in chat, you can vote for the next map you want. All of these are votes, maps. Exonic, Not So Zen, Please, Raphael, Original. And right now it's a tie between Exonic and Not So Zen, which means you can be the deciding vote. But in the meantime, we literally pretend to be we are Bazooki. Boom. I think he's going for a no-fail on this. This is like the hardest map, by the way. This is like tier 8 on 100 tick. It's crazy. Don't tie them again, then I'll be stun locked. I need democracy. You don't know which one is better? That's alright. If you want to, you can look up on YouTube. They're both very similar maps. They're all Raphael, Please, Not So Zen, and Exonic are all very similar styled maps. In terms of like, they're all linear, a little bit tight, unit focus, you know. Wait, Ox, you didn't know? This has been uploaded to, I think Clarity and GoFree. Because I mentioned it in a video. And then they got, I think they were already added, or they got added after. I have played Combat Surf, but just a little bit. Very fun. Unit Surf is about Exonic rank 4 took me longer than Devil One Shot, so Exonic is really hard. Unit Surf is a lot about precision. How close are you to the board when you get there? When you're high sends, you have to move your mouse just a little tiny bit to get that precision. If you have a big mouse pad like me, I have a lot more room for error. My mouse can be the same wrong amount as you, but I will board the ramp properly when you wouldn't. If you turn down that sends, you get more precision. You don't have to, though. You only have to turn your sensitivity down once you feel like you've exhausted all of your growth at your sensitivity and you want to lower your sensitivity for whatever reason. Has a lot of blonde angles. Damn, son. What about Not So Zen, Taiki? Do you think that we should do Not So Zen instead? I thought we were going to do Please. I thought Please was the easiest. When they say one shot, it's not including your stage 3, Ox. If you take a look here, their version only has the first 2 stages because stage 3 is deemed impossible. So they didn't even zone it. So that the players could still get 100% completion on their servers. It's so dark, too. Good. Oh. What happened?
My heart was going so bad right then.
Did he hit it or did he miss?
Just increasing as soon as I hit.
You've done it but not... Oh, you've done it checkpoint but done it. That's awesome. Please is most likely the easiest. Damn, son. Should we just go for please and ignore democracy? I thought democracy also always won. Why is it Matt Fulbright allowed? Yeah. A lot of things are not allowed. Both on CS and CES and CSGO. I think it's just so that... I'm not sure why. Unfortunately. Lots of things like being able to hide your HUD so that I could record. Although you can do that, really. You just can't do it in one button. I'd like it for it to be a toggle. So that if I want to record, I just hit one button and it hides everything, but you can't. You can do it on CSGO with CL draw only death notices 1. But that doesn't exist on CSS. I don't want to influence you, I'm just saying Not So Zen and Please are quite equal, so probably Not So Zen is the go. And Exonic is a wait, do Exonic afterwards. I feel like I saw a lot of people do Exonic though. We'll take a look at that vote, and I'll decide whether or not I'm going to be a dictator, okay? Corruption wins, true. Let me just finish this pizza real quick, okay? Let me go. Dream is not bee-hopping. I need a bee-hopper. Duckib is streaming CSGO. OniPix was definitely not surfing. Alright. This is not what I expected to be doing, but I think we're going to watch a little bit of Force and Minecraft running, and then we're going to get into it. Oh. Lemon says do Exonic. Sorry. Hmm. 4.5 minute nether. Forcing is on a run. What's his PB? I don't know, but he's fighting with XQC. XQC is the world record holder. I feel like it's 20-something. And XQC only beat it like 40 or 30 seconds. Yeah, but in some, like, clandestine category or something. No? He doesn't even have the world record. They're just fighting to be faster than each other. Blake, you know better than I do. I never got into this world. I think it's very cool. I do like Minecraft a lot. But there's all these different categories. Like, they're 1.16 random seed glitchless, right? No! What happened? Why did he die? This is what they do, right? They run 800 instances, and then they wait for the perfect seed. I watched the TAS world record. I watched the TAS set seed, like the fastest possible way to beat Minecraft, and it was really cool. But I'm much more interested in like players actually playing. I feel like TAS is less interesting if you're not like really deep into it. Like what Batman does is incredibly interesting to me because I care about the milliseconds being saved on the runs he makes, you know? Why is he using TNT? Why did he just use a bunch of iron to make pressure plates? Oh, he didn't. He only made one pressure plate. He makes doors because he's going to go into the ocean and he's going to use the doors to create oxygen pockets for himself.
See, compared to the other like wool record guy,
He gets some gravel.
Alex got whip it there.
So he gets his flint for flint and steel.
These guys got some balls for sure.
What does it mean to beat Minecraft? It's go to the nether, get nether rods, use the nether rods with pearls you get from villager trades or just from somehow getting them. From like, you can't really do that, right? You can't really kill enough endermen to get the eyes. This is probably harder than tier 8 surf. To get a run like this, it probably takes more effort than a tier 8 map.
The other wool record, his place that wasn't as cool as this guy.
Tier 8, like, the tier 8 maps don't take the top surfers that long to beat. They only take the top surfers a few hours, you know? It's really world records that are hard.
Hey X, new viewer here, so correct me if I'm wrong, but if you want to win an Overwatch game, what you have to do is kill the enemy team and cap the points. Maybe.
That is a big thing about Minecraft and about Surf. There is no RNG in Surf. That's what makes it a beautiful game. There's no RNG in B-Hop. There's no RNG in Rocket Jump. That's why these games are really good for speedrunning, as compared to like when you just play a regular game as a speedrun. We've done a really good job to eliminate RNG from the game. And Minecraft is literally full of RNG. It takes years to become a, yeah, I know. I think that these are people who have been playing Minecraft since like I was a kid. Which I wish I had done. Tick Lotto for yeah. Which actually happened like twice this week, right, Blinky? It wasn't with Koosh, but it was somebody else. Got 2 0-0 runs.
Smart, damn smart. So what he did there is that, yeah, smart.
What did he do? He burrowed in and he created a space for the piglin to get in, and now he's getting a bunch of gold so he can do villager trades. So he gives those, and while they trade, he goes and gets more gold.
I already see them on the ground, 2 stacks.
And then he manages his inventory. I know for a fact XQC and Forsen are so dog shit at inventory management. It's like the hardest part of the game. Like knowing not to throw out something really important.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
He got fire resist and boots. And now he uses a gravel to push all the items up and kill the villagers.
Oh, string for beds. I get it. Fuck, I forgot about that.
Now he has to find a fortress. Tier 9 map would be wild. Yeah, but I don't think that that's what people want right now. I think Exonic could be considered tier 9. Did you already beat Minecraft? I did, but I want to do a playthrough of Minecraft with like Sovar. And one day, there'll be a lot of surf streamers, and we all will make like a surf streamer event where we play Minecraft. Why not, right? Everybody does that at some point. Once we get some nice, strong personalities and some viewed streamers, you know what I mean?
Oh, he didn't go for it? I thought he was gonna pro block it. This doesn't have enough. Does he have enough?
I don't see any blazes. L? Nope, right there. He found it.
Wait, now he pearls. Wait, this guy's unhinged. He doesn't pearl block up.
Down unpercent. Ooh, get XQC and Forsen to join with you. I think there's a route where we end up talking to XQC and it's through Dizzy, but I doubt. I doubt. Dizzy did so much for us already. He literally got XQC to play Surf. That was unbelievable. I said it in a video and then he fucking did it. Like, the guy's a goat. Now he just plays Valorant. I hate Valorant.
Hello? No, guys, this run, we can do it with 3 beds. Because of the new strat, the new, like, bullshit block strat.
Damn, this is usually when people enter the nether. Yeah, that's crazy, right?
Yep.
I think my face might be blocking.
You try bed.
Where is this timer? Oh, it's in the upper left. Yeah. Did you see Oni
Double
surfing? Yeah, it
box.
was sick.
Oh wait,
And then,
you have a hairline. Oh wait, you're built like a gigacut. Oh wait, you win more games than lose today. Oh wait.
Oni Pixel reacted to my Caffrey video on stream. That was a crazy moment. I woke up, I looked at the stream, I saved it to watch. No, I did. I pre-watched it and then we watched it again on stream. That was sick.
Anybody out there?
Can you do a little Poro PLS? Poro PLS.
8 minutes? So he ends up spending like a minute getting to the end. Let's see what he does. He just like... He goes back into the nether. Look at this. Wait, what does he do? Look at XQC. Look at XQC's face.
Time to throw pop champ. Time to throw.
What? Oh, he kills himself to get more hearts.
Time to throw pop champ.
And then he respawns at the bed that he just made, picks it all back up, and then goes back into the nether to do fast travel. Wow. Your stomach hurts? What happened, my dude? Be careful. The XQC CSGO clip is the best thing I've ever seen. Wait, with the surfing clip where he's shouting at Dizzy? But is this the real soap? Which one is the real soap? Because I just... Is he real or is he fake? You didn't think that's allowed? Crazy. Crazy stuff. We're about to get back into surf, boys. I think we're gonna end up doing Not So Zen. That's what's being recommended. Whatever message happened before is someone else. That is really cringe. I guess it's expected, right? Nobody's pretending to be me. I'll tell you that. Pretending to be me would be a nightmare. But how can you trust that? True. Nah, the one where he mollies his teammates and flashes and then one deeks his teammate. Yeah. We could watch that real quick. I did complete Goliath. Can you fucking believe it, man? Took us quite a while to do that one. It took us 12 hours altogether, but we did it.
Unlucky, -1. He has to go in the inventory like a cock. Unlucky. Okay.
Now he gets up. Does he get a good perch? Is that what happens? He gets a bad perch and he has to wait a minute.
Shit.
Yep. He has to keep waiting and then finally it comes and he gets it. That is a sick run. Sheesh. Alright, should we try to go look for my completion? Soap. If it's the real soap. We literally spent an hour on stage 2. We literally spent an hour on stage 2. We literally spent an hour on stage 2. We literally spent an hour. An entire hour. We literally spent an hour on an hour. We literally spent an hour. An entire hour. Okay. Now we go back. Where is it? Is it this attempt? No, it's not. Hold on. It's practically this attempt. Here it is. Bad units. We want like 2,700, but we end up boarding correctly. This is like minimum units. But this is the unit check I usually hit. 2,800, board top left. 2440 is great. So I have about 50 extra units. Look at the shakes though. Oh wow, it doesn't look like I'm shaking that much. I was quaking. I was fucked up. And then this is the luck. 3,400 perfect bottom of the ramp and then don't hit my head here. Not bad, right? Sheesh. Oh, move face cam. My bad, my bad. You saw it, you saw it. Reset that. Close that shit. Thank God, okay? Understand that 150 people have already done that map. That's not even close to the difficulty we're about to approach. So M rank, Goliath. I got very lucky with the 46. 147 people have beaten that. The next map that we're looking at TPR at 1. Surf not so zen. I hate my life. Copy. Come to this. Hashtag, hashtag. What? Please? 75 people. Breathe air. I'm trying. I'm allergic to air. Had the same reaction finishing Goliath when I got PK. Yeah, it takes so long, right? No. We're never touching Goliath again. No fail is off the table. We got to move on. If we come to our poly, it looks like Exonic is in first. But they're saying do not so zen, man. Here we go. Last final vote. Not so zen took me shorter than Goliath, so I should probably do that. I think we're gonna do not so zen and then maybe Exonic or something like that. Funny map with the last head check sucks. Are you doing Exonic? I don't know which one we're gonna do yet. Exonic is currently winning. What do we think, boys? Why don't we do? Is it? Oh, bro. All right, it's already flipping. It doesn't count. Not so zen. Where are we gonna put this? Not so zen is heads. Exonic is tails. It all comes down to this, boys. Heads. We're going not so zen. Jesus. Oh, Exonic has a lot of votes now. You want to do not so zen? I have already played both. All right, we'll do not so zen. We'll see if it's easy clap. If it's easy clap, we'll get it done quickly. Here we go. Come to the map. 2 out of 3. If not, you know what? Let's go Exonic and see how hard it is to safe lock. I want to make sure that Lemon is not in the middle of a run, though. Okay. I've already safe locked Exonic, so maybe we can get this done quickly. Boom. Boom. Turn off my display capture and come to that map. Thank you so much for stopping by the stream today, folks. I'm really glad we got that done. It's been a pretty chill day so far. I'm glad to come back to this map after all this time. I definitely safe locked this when it came out and never got it done. Momentum is sick. Thanks for shouting out. My pleasure. I really have a lot of faith in that game. There's only 36 completions. You like the zombie escape then? Thank God. That was a tough video to make. It was definitely outside of my comfort zone. Zombie escape stuff you don't like? It's hard. It's really hard to get into, and the community it can be toxic at sometimes. But I had a really good experience with them. Okay, come here. Yep, I remember. Board this. Now we go into surf timer. We want an incredibly smooth board here. Like this. Flick up higher, huh? Damn. Like that. Then there was a strategy here that I just didn't understand. So you guys can tell me if I'm doing this wrong. But I like, oh man, full spinning this is so fucking hard. Is that correct? That looks good. Spin me around like that. Oh, I'm feeling good about this, boys. How do we feel about these units? How do we feel about this? Muted? No way. You're a TF2 freak. Oh, it's different. It's more fun in TF2. I know that's a whole different community, but I don't know if it gets any respect from the other games. I remember this. Yep, right here. And then they want you. This is what everybody's been doing now. Before, I would go like this. I would flick here and then try to make that turn. I'm going to go to the left for a longer and slower turn. Oh, terrible. Was the bad screen thumbnail intended? Oh, it's not. No, that's actually an outer glow I added to it to try to differentiate it from the background. But that thumbnail is garbage, unfortunately. I gotta just learn more about graphic design. And I hate Photoshop. I think Photoshop is like, compared to video editing softwares, Photoshop is a nightmare. Okay, 2000. Light flick up. Avoid the head check and the ground. Like this. Then smoothly board this. We might have lost some units, so I won't make a save lock, but I will continue from this save lock and see how well we do. Yep, so I don't think we have the units. We gotta have more units. Less mistakes. This could do, couldn't it? Maybe we want even more units, but let's see how we can do from here. Nah, I'm gonna go back. Photoshop is lovely. I hate the way it works. I can never like deselect things and do what I want. Hello, first time here. Are you resetting? Would a world record still count? So right now I'm in save lock, and save lock just allows me to practice. Earlier today, we went for a completion on a tier 7 map. I unfortunately am not nearly good enough to get world records compared to some of the top servers. Right now, I'm just trying to work through the material. I'm trying to beat the hardest maps I possibly can and learn as much as I can. So that hopefully one day we can get world records. This seems better, maybe. Board this, and I know we don't want to leave too high, but we want to have enough height to get to the gap. Fuck. Okay. There, we do go a little bit high here. Cross over. Maybe there's a way we can smoothly... yeah, there we go. We delayed a little bit there. Is this not enough? Then it's another blind turn around that area. Is main map Exonic also hard, not just B3? It's also tier 7. Just takes some time to get used to. It's just Control D? Thank you. Well, I couldn't... When I Googled it, it wouldn't even give me a fucking answer, man. These make sense now? Awesome. How many world records do I have on KSF right now? A grand total of 0. I have absolutely 0 world records, stage records, or bonus records, because every single one of those is incredibly difficult. If you look at the top players have the lion's share of the records. 170 world records for Caffrey, let alone his stage records. Same for the number 2, same for the number 3. If you're really good at surf, you can just take world records like that. You can take everything. So the best surfers have the vast majority of the records. There are some people with like a stage record here or there, but they're few and far between. Raph, what world record do you have? What world record do you have? Tell me. I'll go beat it right now. This is a difficult section though. I feel like that board on that ramp is too bad. So I gotta figure out another way to do this. Yep, I'm gonna go back. So we really cannot moon here. We just need to make it right over that edge. And keep as many units on this ramp as possible. Fuck. This looks good. No, it's not? Wow. Dang, I really thought this would clearly be enough. Damn. You have 2 world records. Back rolls 100 world records are not real world records. Even 14 PC noobs have world records. Some of those 14 PC players are unbelievable. Like Spooter is somebody with very low PC who got world records for sure. And then Spooter ended up quitting, I think. Or no, Spooter now goes by Afonso, but doesn't surf that much anymore. Bro, this is a choke point right here. Look at this shit, man. Too much moon. Then we spin around and we hit this ramp and we flick up and we need a lot of units for this section. So we gotta not mess this up. Tux. If Tux is a low PC noob, then I have no idea what's good. Because Tux is like a greatest of all time level of skill. He's so good. Bad. Whoa, bro. Am I flicking too much? Fuck. Okay. Spin me. That's gotta be good. Come on. This is a hard map. Let's go all the way back. We're in the learning stages, boys. We're like starting fresh. Tux only completes maps he can world record to keep his PC, right? Yeah. Raph has, just say to yourself, Raph has beaten what? You gotta surf on 66 tick, my boy. Yeah, he is low PC. No, I think that's, how much time have I been surfing? I have like, between CSS and CSGO, probably 4,000 hours of surf. It's been a long time. That's the thing, no matter how good you are, whatever it is, it can really come down to just a matter of time. How much time have you dedicated to the game? Fuck. Oh, that feels so much better. And we have 70 or 80 extra units. Let's go. Okay, now let's figure out how we're going to do this. Big air strafes, very slow turn. And then leave early? No. Unless you're Levi. Exactly. Unless you're Levi, unless you're Lemix and Nate, both of those players seem to have low hours and just be very talented. I could be wrong about that, though. People don't really like to publicly share the amount of hours that they have. But I have to say it, because when people are like, oh, well, how do I get good? I have to be like, yep. Look at the amount of hours I put in. That's how. Clearly made. Finally, we can practice the end of the map. How do we want to do this? Do we skip or no? Go like this. You need 1,600 units after the slanted ramps. That is critical information. And I need to not do it like that. Yeah, that's not it. Crazy good job, dude. Oh, man. It took a lot of time. It took 12 hours to do it. How exactly does ticker rate make it easier? Okay, so visually it might not be obvious. When you look at this big number on the center of my screen, that's when it would be obvious. But tick rate affects how often per second your game state is updated. So if I'm going down a ramp, right here, right? How often am I gaining speed from gravity? How often am I being like impacted by air acceleration or whatever it is, right? Come on. So a higher tick rate, like 85, is giving you more units per second. Once you get into the lower tick rates, 64, 66 tick, it doesn't make a huge difference. But you should notice that on higher ticks, people are going a little bit faster than they would on 66 tick. Are we sure this is not enough units, man? This feels like a crazy good unit. Then we can if we want to. No, we really don't want to. We want to take the back one, right? So that we have maximum time to ride the ramp. Oh, shit. That would be tragic. This is going to happen multiple times. The fact you can educate and serve tier 7, well, not very well, right? Dubs. I've heard of Dubs. He beat Hot Wheels. After 1,000 hours, I completed 2 tier 4 maps. Well, no, it's not bad. But you might notice that you're doing things wrong that are slowing down your growth. So if you're not taking sufficient amounts of time to save lock or to learn maps before you try them, you could be wasting time not actually learning. Holy shit. Lemon says 3,100 after second to last ramp. Dude, we have to make it into that big blue ball in the sky. That was 3,100. Alright, let's go back a lock. Let's go here. Now what we do, boys, is we are going to practice this map like silly. Going back a save lock and getting this down packed. Because this ending area is the most important section of the entire map. So we're just going to try to do our best. We're in the learning stages. That's what we got to do. Don't flick so high. Got it. On the last Nate, I only knew surf a bit from 1.6, mainly KZ, and I b-hopped there. Taught your mate how to surf in 5 weeks. That's pretty good. Oh yeah, on last perfect. That is awesome. Hey, you know what? That is funny because it's very similar to what Dizzy and Justin from Rocket League were doing. They would play the bonuses and challenge each other to be as fast as they possibly could. That is a really good way to play. No, man. If that happens in a run, I'm done, dude. Oh, it's so precise. That's pretty good, though. Mooning this and giving yourself plenty of time to board and strafe seem to be working. That's bad. It's gonna happen multiple times, mate. God damn it. Can't wait for it to happen in a run. Fuck you, man. He learned quickly. That's awesome. As long as he enjoys it, man. Apologies for the music. I'll change it in a second. Fuck. Let's do some fucking jazz. We're ready for it. We're in the back half of the stream. We're a little bit more mature than our peers. Not that. Oh, shit. Hard bass. Jazz. This is jazz. You like jazz? My sensitivity. You've activated the command. It's 800.6 DPI. 800 DPI, 0.6 sensitivity in game. Coldplay is great. Jazz rap. Is that more like Nujabes? You know what I'm saying? Do you know who that is? That shit can be very chill, but it's all fucking copyrighted. So I can't play it on stream. Oh shit, I'm just ready to get into some satin, turn on the candles, you know what I'm saying? I'm ready to give my fucking man the sloppy toppy of his life. Nujabes is literally goated, bro. Hey, Calibri, that is awesome. I really hope I just am somebody that the surfers can come and learn about the game and have content to watch while they surf or whatever it is. You know what I mean? I hope that I'm serving that community well. And then the broader goal is to be what's called in marketing a top funnel for surf, where people are exposed to it and then maybe get the urge to then try it. Okay, obviously we're having trouble from this lock, so I'm gonna go back a lock and I'm gonna make it more difficult for myself, but maybe it'll actually focus. This is worse. We play the same sends. It's a good sends. Chris Potter. I can't play anything that's copyrighted. Sorry, buddy. On Twitch, I would take anything, but on Twitch, like, people were recommending all kinds of cool music to me. That's the one thing about Twitch that's like 10 times better than YouTube, is the fact that they don't punish for copyright music. You just put it in through a different channel on your OBS and you can listen to whatever you want. I'm doing this wrong. This is dog shit. It's not copyrighted. Let's go. This is not the hardest map, no, but it's one of the hardest. Here, I'm looking up Chris Potter the Peanut. Are you sure it's not copyrighted? I've heard of Snarky Puppy, though. I'm scared to play it, I'm sorry. Anything from Chris Potter is great. Play with Coldplay, it's more satisfying. More satisfying than smooth jazz, though. Boys, this was one of the most successful streams we've had in a long time. I was sort of scared to start streaming again after I stopped streaming on Twitch. I really had a bad chat, I'm not gonna lie. I had like some people come into the community that were not. You know what I mean? It was just weird. We cleaned up. We're on the better platform. We're on the superior platform, minus the music. I'm feeling optimistic. I think we're gonna play a bunch of tier 7s. We're gonna get gooder at surf. We might rage a little bit. We might struggle. But at the end of the day, we're gonna grow as surfers. Even out on that ramp is so tiny. Let me go back a lock. Yup. Let's really do some deep practice here. Just focus on this last section. Oh, like this is baller units right here. I made an extra save lock. Alright, and Nate says don't flick up as much, but I trolled. I trolled. Fuck. Oh, tapped it. This stream is really nice. Thank you, my friend. We're in the chill half. It was not so chill earlier. Sure, you know what I'm saying? Numb by Men I Trust. I love Men I Trust. Very, very good. Can you play a tier 4? Maybe. If you have a specific map request, you have to send it to my secretary. Nyasel. So go find him on the Discord and message him and tell him. I'd be down for a little bit of Who Knows 2 gaming, though. Maybe. Okay, that's it. Correct. Amazing. Now we go back to right here. And we just practice. We practice until we can get it 1 out of every 5 tries. And then we go back another 2 locks and we just keep doing the same thing. That's how you learn. Terrible. A little bit light on units here. That'll be it. No way I fail. How good are you compared to like Levi? Levi's way better than me. Here. Here we go. Levi is like, he sees Surf Exotic, he saves lock it a few times, he comes back in a week and he beats it like in an hour. Just listen. Should we be quiet and just listen? I started. Oh man, that's a big story. Let's listen to the song and then after I'll talk. Best saxist ever. Come on, what am I doing? That's good. We're getting there, folks. That was pretty bad. Think server will be one day as popular as other esports? I hope so, man. Not Fortnite level. I really hope Momentum Mod pops off. I think it's going to be so cool. It doesn't have to be an esport, but at least a popular game like that. I think it's better than most games out there in terms of content. Wow. Mr. Flippy, that's a long time ago. 2014 was the first time I ever surfed. 2013 maybe on Gmod. Yeah, I also started on Gmod, by the way. I started in the Hakutse Minu server on Gmod when they had jetpacks. When I started gaming on like browser games way before that. Started on browser, then got a GameCube, got a Wii years later. Dog units. Ruff. 100 units down. Let's go. At least we practiced. Raph, have a great evening. Thank you so much for stopping by and being around for so long. Marble, how you doing? You started on 2006? That is crazy. Such a long time ago. You were 7 to 18? Good night, good night. Combat Surf. Wow, man. So you've seen the whole thing happen. From start to finish. Some of y'all will just pop out of the woodwork and be repositories of really good information. If you think you have a lot of good information about early surf, we might want to have a convo. Because I'm trying to learn. By the way, Marble, I know it's a tall request. I might be looking for another person to do a player profile on. I was thinking about you. I was thinking about Beetle. I have to decide, because that Caffrey video was like the only idea that's worked in the past 4 videos. So I might have to do that again. Why not TTV? Twitch sucks. You have more information about prehistoric times than anyone I've ever met? Hop in the Discord. Zooksix, go to sleep. Sleep. He was surfing before you were born? God damn. So you're like 16 or something, damn. I'm 23, so I am older than Surf, but not by very much. I was born in 1999. Beetle would get more weight. Yeah, he probably would. I mean, that's not fair, though. I don't know if Beetle would be down for it, so I'm trying to look for somebody who's down for... And we've already spoken, Marvel. I know your story a little bit already. But no, you know, you have to kind of be in the right mindset to want to be part of that project. Caffrey was like, I'm at the end of my career. This is the last thing I'm going to do to make my mark. And he put in a lot of work with me as I did that. So it was a really good time. I have to find somebody who's in that headspace of like, I want to cap out my career with one final player profile. It would be weird to do Koosh as Koosh continues to get world records, to do a player profile on him, you know? You'd be down? Let's talk about it. We'll see what we want to do. Yeah, we got it. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. That's a hard commitment to make. I know. So we'll you think about it and we'll talk about it. The Discord is in a lot of my older videos. If you want to go look there, I'm gonna change up the music a little bit of music change up. Ooh, and Ox has his next bonus he wants me to play. Take a look at that too. It was fun chilling. Peace out, Mr. Flippy. Thank you so much for stopping by. Nah, I'm not 100% done. I still got things you gotta do. Let's go. Interviews don't get any views, bro. I am from 1999. Yes, sir. The Surfer retirement home is a fraudulent space. Koosh was retired and then he came back and fucking destroyed. Joshua is like fake retired and will definitely come back. Guaranteed. Dude. I don't understand how you can retire from a game at like 20 years old. You have so many years of life left, all to be spent on surf. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, that's a finish? Let's go. Okay, let's practice a little bit with these units. Make sure we got it down. Nice. Let's go back a couple of locks. We're starting to get a little bit of muscle memory, boys. It's coming. With this perfect of an angle, I think we can get consistent units here. But this is an unreasonable angle to get, I'm not gonna lie. Oof, that's bad. I have not interviewed or spoken with Sinsa, but it's apparently like fluent in English and very smart, so that'll be good. They just get bored. Yeah, 100%. People have already always counted him out, and then he took Cyberwave. Is this map really tier 7? It's gonna take me as much time as a tier 7 marble. You seem to have the charm of a mature man. I don't know if this is appropriate. It's on the line of appropriate. You're good, don't worry. Thank you, appreciate you. If I was immature at 23, we'd have a problem, yeah. I can itch to play after a week of not playing. I'm absolutely addicted to surf. Be careful. I don't ever want to put people in a weird position where they're like doing damage to their life. So make sure you got all your ducks in a row before you sit down and play surf. Command to go back one save lock at SM Teleprev. Boys, I'm gonna call it right now. We're about 15 minutes from the end zone here, okay? We're gonna get a little bit more practice in, and the next time we come back, we're gonna hit this map hard. I wanna get started early on the video that I'll be making this week. I'll plug it a little bit before we go today. But I have a cool project I think I'm gonna be working on this week that you guys might be interested in. Surf definitely became a daily habit for a while, but if you're playing for video games for too long, it just becomes a problem for anybody. If real Marble, our maps are tier 1, true. Marble, did you ever do, you did Corruption, right? Okay, decent. Spin me and get me to the ramp. Come on. Okay. Fuck. It's too hard. I can't do it. Rank 4. Sheesh. I feel like I got more famous. I don't know how. What do you mean? I reached out to Buck, but he never rocked. Whoa! You got rank 4 Corruption? Yeah, you definitely come up in people's minds as a top surfer. Since the interview is just not, it's not on the table. He's not a very public, active person like that anymore. Wow, I'm just dog shit at this section now. So that's really bad, right? We want at least 100 more units. Yeah, this is really bad. When corruption completion reaction, we can watch a little bit. I need a little bit of pauses for me. Here we go. Do you play copyrighted music? You do. That's right, and you did it with your fucked up mouse. I remember. Look at the top left. It's classical, they'll still fuck me, and they'll still copyright the whole VOD. Yeah. Any tips for beginner surfer? Have fun, number 1. Focus on your ramping. Focus on how well you do ramps. And push yourself to do harder maps than you think you can do. Then after that, things like save lock. If you go through my channel, there's tons of little tutorials all over. The sound is the best part, Sag. It'll screw me over, Marble. I'm sorry. Just tell the chat what's your sensitivity in DPI? You're really high, right? My mom called me mid-run. And you hit the skip, you had to come up with an alternate route? He's got the same sensitivity as Lemix, folks. 800, 1 cents. Honestly, it might be a goated sense. Lots of people are using that now. Username is surprisingly low. And you used 130, y'all? I would have used like 80. And you're 1600? Watch replays, save lock, and turbines. 100%. There's all these different systems you can use to get better. But most importantly, meet some people you like. Surf with them, talk in the chat. You know what I mean? Why get good at the game when you don't want to be there? Hopefully, a lot of us are able to show you that we're chill. We're coming up to the really... This whole map was hard up to this point, but we're about to come up to the really hard part. And he's 5 seconds behind rank 4. That's how crazy this map is. That's a difficult board that he just did. You have to board it. You have to do it literally perfectly. Yup. Is this tree room? Tree room. So he's gonna board this, slightly flick off of this as low as he can, longest turn as possible. Perfect board. You have buku units, Marvel. You have good units. Spin in this section. Coming up to the skip. Here's the skip. He flicks up. Oh man, that was so scuffed, wasn't it, dude? You got called in the middle and it distracted you? He still does it. That is one of the hardest skips in gaming, bro. And here's the end. Maps, you need to keep a lot of units. Yep. That board is so confusingly hard, I know. How do I just pick maps and play myself or get into the maps I want to go in? Find open servers. If here, I can do that right now because somebody was asking the same thing. Boom. Incredible, Marble. So when I am maybe looking for like an open server or something like that, I really don't have to do this because I have a private server for GFL, which you can use. You can use my private server as well. I'll drop the details for that in a second. But I come in, I turn off display capture. Yep, Marble is smoother than me at my sensitivity. Here's Dees. So I have all these servers favorited, right? I see every GFL server, I see F and I see Sneaks, right? If I want to find other servers, I'll delete Surf from here and I'll just hard refresh and let this load. Let it load all the maps. If you're having an issue where it's not loading all the maps, it's a different problem. And I don't know how to solve that. It happens to me too. Usually what I then do is I relaunch the game and I do it until it gives me the full list of servers. So I can already see some that I don't usually see. Like KSF Clan has 9 players. Surf Salvia on X-Play. Hold on. Investigation. 0.55400. Neffy, that's insane. Draft 800.3. Yeah, Saxon was 0.35, I think. You can find better server browser on the web, yeah. Something like that. But yeah, that's how I find open servers. You go into the server browser, you let it all load, and you sort by the map type. What the hell am I experiencing, bro? What the fuck? Oh, this is that map that was on YouTube, bro. Yeah, this is like... I've only ever seen this on YouTube. Okay, it wants me to turn around. Oh, this is funny as hell. I don't have turn bind rights now, so I'm trolling. That's funny. Map looks fun. Feel free to try it. Here it is. Now they've finally loaded in. You go like this, you sort by surf, and here's all the maps that finally show up. You can show up all the surf, so you look for an empty one. Surf Heaven takes some reason to, yeah, and a lot of them will take time to turn up. It depends on how far you away from how far you are away from them. As you can tell, I'm losing the ability to speak, and that is because we are at the end of the stream, folks. Oh my God, can you believe? I need some sad music. Hollow Knight. Sure, here, hold on. Wait. OST, please. No, where's the sad music? No. I have to literally look up Ludwig Hollow Knight song. He goes, Brrrr. You know what I'm talking about? Let me just go Ludwig music playlist. I'm so sorry, boys. Where is it? Where is it? I'm looking literally Hollow Knight sad song. Please. Dude. Dude. It doesn't exist. Okay, boys. God damn, I couldn't even find it. What a stream, what a stream. We did Goliath, we reacted. We ate pizza. We got it done. The next stream is going to be Wednesday the 25th. We are going to be playing an entirely new game, and I'm going to be giving out free keys. There are going to be free keys being given out, no cost to you. You just got to grab it from the chat and throw it into your Steam. Given to me by a very, very cool developer. If you're looking forward to that, you can hit the notification bell somewhere on the channel to be notified every time I go live. I do not ping in the Discord anymore. I think somebody wanted the link to the Reps Surf Discord. If you happen to want to join that, I'm about to drop a temporary link in the chat. This is where you can ask people for help. You can give ideas for videos. You can take part in the creation of videos. We're just going to have to see what happens. Thank you so much for stopping by today. If you enjoyed it, drop a like on the live stream, although I found that the likes do not actually help that much. Most importantly, you were here, and we got it done. Thank you so much for watching, y'all. Good luck sliding those triangles, alright? Peace out, peace out. Later, gamers, yes sir. Tip of the hat. Can't believe we beat Goliath. Goliath was so tough. Peace out, peace out, peace out. Have a good one. Good luck on your maps. Please get some sleep. Do not play too much surf. Breathe air. Do not vape. Alright, boys.